time out of their Friday nights, many of whom no longer have any young men on the team. They just like being part of this program. Coach Mitchell, his staff, all of Hillcrest, very thankful that they want to be here 2.5 hours away on a Friday night.
Let's see. Let's see. Working to fix issues.
Seems like it was the second game of the year last year, Pike Road, where we faced some weather difficulties.
There's no re-entry, so please do not leave.
Please do not leave, despite the fact there is a thunderstorm.
Despite the.
Why don't you go by and check out Tropical Snow? I know it's hot. Get you a couple of ice cream cones, snow cones, tiger's blood, blue raspberry,
Now see,
peach, you name it, they got it. Go see the concession stand too.
Go to the field cam now, Mike.
All right, let's talk. I tell you what, Pete, let's me and you talk about some football while we're doing this.
What do you want, college or high school?
I'm pulling up, first of all, let's talk about some games that are in action tonight. So I'll pull up some scores.
That's great.
Let's do it.
All right, here are some scores.
Go to the scoreboard update, Bug.
Yeah,
well,
RSV designed scoreboard update. Is that what?
Yes.
I think that's still the sponsor.
That's correct. That's correct.
Thank you again, Robin Spence Vanderford. All right, here we go. Tonight, Lehigh. They used to be the Lehigh is playing Army.
Okay.
Out of Pennsylvania.
Oh, I thought we were in high school. My
bad. Well, we're going there.
No, okay,
I
good.
feel like we have time.
Yeah, I thought you were doing high school.
Sorry, guys. I don't
Who
have
cares
that
about
yet.
Do you
college
remember
games
me
tonight?
talking
Is that
about my
any good?
friend Amos Sneed?
I do know Amos
His
Sneed.
wife played
Baltimore.
lacrosse at Lehigh.
Okay.
Yeah, yep.
I think Lehigh's mascot used to be the Engineers.
And now?
It's changed now.
What's
it's
wrong with the Engineers?
I don't
That's
know.
a good
I kinda
mascot.
like that, yeah. So Army leads Lehigh 28-7. Oklahoma, another school in the SEC, which is so weird.
Right. I know, kidding.
But Oklahoma currently leads Temple 20-0. Michigan State hosting the Owls of Florida Atlantic.
I was expecting Temple for some reason.
And well, you just heard me say Oklahoma Temple. That's why.
That's why
I said that.
Yep.
Michigan State leads Florida Atlantic 9-0. Remember, Michigan State with a new coach. I don't know that guy's name, but he was at Oregon State last year.
Yeah, you're right.
The Duke Blue Devils hosting Elon. I'm sure that will be a barn burner. I would totally tune in if I was at home. And then later on tonight, it's an 8 o'clock kick. Wisconsin hosting the Broncos of Western Michigan.
Brad, I got a question.
Yeah.
What is our Labor Day game this year?
Let's look. I'll tell you.
Isn't that usually a top 25 matchup? At least
guys.
between two different teams.
Hey, I have some good news.
Okay.
What is it?
Good news and bad news. Good news is looks like we're up and rolling pretty smoothly now on YouTube.
Thanks for the curse.
Okay, and the bad news?
The bad news is that I just saw more lightning.
Okay.
Boston College, Florida State's the game next Monday night.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Wow. Think Florida State might have a little pressure in that game?
Wow,
Brad?
no doubt.
That game is in Tallahassee, I assume?
It is in Tallahassee. That's correct. By the way, if you're listening to us live, if you could be like,
Okay,
hey,
I'm
this
back.
sounds good.
Ooh, I'm back. All right, so what you got? Hey, why don't you tell us what games we have on the docket tonight in the high school ranks?
Okay, well, that's a little tougher to find, but I'll pull it up on Max
and
Preps.
I will go somewhere. I'll go to the AL.com page
Okay.
and check it out.
Max
Some of the games that we'll be following.
Wouldn't that be great if there was an Alabama thing, kind of like ESPN, and it was just Alabama high school and it was live? I mean, I know that's the idea behind Max Preps.
I agree.
The problem is not enough people are doing it, so you don't
Agreed.
always get a live action. Football.
Well, Brett, that could be one of the 4,212 things we start when we retire.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, that's so fun. By the way, so look, again, if you're listening to us on Mixlr or whatever it is, whichever platform, avenue, text me if you don't mind, and just give me an update. Hey, yeah, it sounds good. We can hear you, that kind of thing, please.
Also, if you have any local scores that you may know,
Let's
you
see
could
if we
text
know any
us.
local people. Let's look over here in the Hillcrest crowd and see who came. Can you see on that monitor right there, Brad? Right there to your left?
Yeah, okay.
See anybody
let's see.
you know?
Yes, I know all those people. I mean, look, here's the thing. I know everybody's face. Put me on the spot. The Faulkners. Hey, Faulkners. Let's see who else. Oh, there goes the Folks family. The Booths. That looks like, oh, I see Tracy Rogan. And there's Beth Garner.
Thanks to all you people making the trip. Although you don't even hear us thanking you.
Oh, I know.
But you know, a lot of these people, a lot of these people will come back and watch the replay.
They'll find out
Last
later.
week, as a matter
That's
of
right.
fact, we had around 500 live listeners.
Yeah.
Less listeners/viewers, and then by Saturday morning we had 1.2K.
Fantastic.
By the way, the word I'm getting, and if you're trying to listen to us, and obviously you'd rather watch and listen, but if something happens and you can't, if we keep going glitchy, the Mixlr, the word is the Mixlr is pretty good.
That's what we prefer.
Hey, but look,
Yeah.
but I fixed
That's
the stream.
it.
Look how smooth it is right now.
Well, I know,
that's
but
it.
that's
it. That's what's
live.
going out over the air.
Yeah, but do you think people are seeing it like that?
That's what people are seeing.
You think
Absolutely.
so? Huh?
Yes.
I'll
It's
tell you
right
what,
here.
I'm gonna FaceTime somebody and I'm gonna see.
It is smooth.
I'll tell you what.
Right now, it is smooth.
Leo
While we're
Armstrong
working
on
that
the
out,
horn.
a quick RSB Designs update.
Oh, yeah, I got
ACA
one.
with a quick 7-0 lead against Northridge in a
Oh,
local
okay.
game.
Wow.
Yeah, first drive.
But
Eric,
I did hear that Northridge, that's their gotcha game.
well, maybe it is, but Eric Hines got them with a 56-yard interception return for a
What?
TD on the first possession
Hey, I'm a
of the
big
game.
ACA fan now, and I'll tell you why. Because my
Because they
dentist.
lost to TA?
Yeah.
No, they beat TA.
No, they didn't.
No,
they
didn't.
lost to TA.
They lost to TA.
No, I'm
You're a
sorry, I'm a big
big
TA
you
fan.
married
That's
TA
what I
fan
meant to
because of
say.
Stan Turnipseed.
Yeah, Stan Turnipseed.
Yeah.
Right.
So Brent, TA won last night then, that they're 2-0.
Hey, David Jones says, trust us that we know what we're doing. We're fixing this, okay?
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, sure. Yeah, right. I got a lot of trust in you, David.
You can trust him, not
I'll
me,
tell
but
you
you
what,
can trust him.
here's what I do trust about David. I trust that he's a great sponsor.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
I'm telling you, he's done more for this broadcast than probably any of the three of us.
Oh, I can promise you that, except I will say I've ridden a lot of miles on buses.
A lot of miles.
A lot of miles, David. Just
Okay.
keep clicking those buttons, David.
What else you got, guys?
Well,
we
that's
can
good.
go back to. You
Not
need
a lot
more
of scores right
we
now,
can
yeah.
go back to the starting lineups. Yes.
Sure.
Back to the starting lineups.
One
okay?
of these
Just
guys-
click on the next one.
Oh.
Caden Smith.
Wide receiver.
Caden. yes.
And
He's got
also
some
a state
offers.
championship baseball player.
And he has 2 SEC offers currently.
Ole Miss and
Mississippi State.
there we go.
All right.
Maroon and
yeah.
white.
Yes, sir. All right, go to the next one. Wyatt Garner, our baseball coach, Mark Garner's son.
At light end.
Tight end. That's the monitor. If you look
Also
right here
baseball
on what's
state
actually
champion.
going
I'm
out.
kidding.
Okay,
It's
you
just
see
that
that?
T
It's
looks like an
there.
L.
I
That's
know.
why I said that.
I know. Okay, tackle James Craig, one of our captains
That's
tonight.
right.
Yes. I hear you, James. Actually, I saw him at Cracker Barrel on the way up here.
Okay.
We stopped for the
We
team
were
meal
with
at
the
Cracker
team,
Barrel.
yeah.
Yeah, we traveled and we ate at Cracker Barrel.
There's your boy right there, Sean Rogers.
Great.
He is. I love that guy.
Great kid.
Love Sean Rogers.
Starting at guard, of course. Ryan Bell.
Ryland.
I said
But look,
Ryan.
but here's
I
the
know
thing.
that.
But look at Ryland's face in that picture. If you're looking, I mean, don't you want that guy on your offensive
And
line?
I tell you what, another reason we want
Yeah.
Ryland. Brad and I were with the team, thankfully, that we got to ride up here with them. And we were team left. They did a great job. Ryland Bell walked around to every table, made sure every chair was pushed in, thanked every waitress there before he left.
You
So,
know, he came and checked on me at the
great,
Hillcrest Huddle at walk-ons the
absolutely,
other
just
night.
a great kid,
Yeah,
great
he is a
kid,
great
somebody
kid.
that we're proud of to have at Hillcrest.
Also
like all
tackled
of these kids are.
Jamarian Henton. Go on to the next one, please, Michael. And that's it.
Let's
Okay,
do
that's
it.
Our, that's our
What about the
starting
kick? Are you
I know.
Hey,
And
not
we're
bad.
on the field ready
17
for
minutes.
our kickoff. All right, here we go. That wasn't too bad.
Not too bad.
Okay, good deal.
I'm
All right,
sure.
so here we go.
I'm sure our fans are ready for the delay to be over because listening to us banter.
We've got
Bad.
to we've got to get the Hillcrest tennis kickoff sponsorship
You're right, we
talked
do.
about here, right?
Hey, it's your week, Brad, for the dollar.
Oh,
so, yeah,
okay,
sorry.
I'm good for a
all I
dollar.
got, yeah.
Although I did spend it
You
on
can
Michael's
Venmo
bottle
me.
of
You
water.
can Venmo me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got way more in Venmo than I do
All
in
right,
my
here we go.
wallet.
Do it. I need a lineup.
Yeah, I got it right here. Well, I had you one.
Okay.
Hold on.
Well, who is back
Here.
deep?
Here, that's
It's
yours.
dark up here.
That's
This is
yours.
going to be difficult tonight.
Nah, we got it.
The font is really tiny, but here's the kickoff all the way back to the 7-yard line. It's fielded up to the 15, and a tackle made. Boom! Jamarian Henton laying the wood at the 9-yard line. I'm sorry, the 14-yard line, and Sparkman will start there, 1st and 10.
Yeah,
Gosh, this is going to be impossible to read.
That's okay. Jamarian Bennett right there. People say he's the fastest person on the team right there. Great job staying in his lane there. Somebody got a hand on him, and Jamarian came in to finish the job.
Is he faster than Caden?
I don't
That's
know.
a good
It's pretty
question.
But he's a Jacksonville State commit currently, and so he
Played
does
a
have
heck of
some
a game.
speed.
And you know, another thing about him is Coach Mitchell says that he has a nose for the ball like none he's ever seen.
Well, he had a
that
pick
interception
last week.
last
He
week.
sure did.
Yeah, he's got like 21 picks in his high school career.
He's a good defensive
now
back.
22 after one game in his senior season. All right, here we go. The quarterback, don't have his name yet. Back to pass. He is a lefty. He's going to sling it deep to start out with, but it falls well short of his intended receiver.
Number 5, Keaton Williams.
Number 5,
Yep.
Keaton Williams. That's a good name to know.
Keaton Williams.
This is not the best roster situation.
No,
Apologize.
we're working it. Anytime we take the show on the road, it's always an interesting environment. We're actually in a, I don't know, kind of like a tower.
That's a decent word.
Yeah.
Where are the lower numbers?
It's behind the Hillcrest roster.
Williams back to pass again. He's going to keep it around left end, and he'll be dragged down by the Pats' big number 1, Zay Hall.
I saw Kendall Moorhead from his defensive tackle position come and clean that up, but Zay Hall with a nice play grabbed onto the jersey of Nathaniel Davis.
Nathaniel Davis, is that his
That's
name? Where are you finding?
That's on the back side of the Hillcrest one.
Oh, backside of Hillcrest.
Yeah.
No wonder I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big play here early, Brent. 3rd and short for the Senators.
3rd and about 2 from the 18-yard line. Here's the snap, the handoff, and the first down and more, crossing the 30, down to the 36-yard line goes the running back, number 1, Julian Davis.
No, Jabari Davis?
Jabari, gosh, that type is so small.
I know it, Jabari Davis. It's because I have my reading glasses on.
Okay. Look,
Jabari Davis, the running back.
Here's what I have. Can you do this? That'll help.
Really?
Yeah, to get to get the main ones.
Sure, I got you.
Yeah. You know, I might just pull up a roster of theirs. Quarterback back to pass, slings this one way over the head of his intended receiver at the 36-yard line. Incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 36.
The quarterback.
Keaton Williams.
Yeah, his first two attempts were, let's just say, a little off target.
Let's just say they left a little to be desired if you're a Sparkman Senator right there. But this is his first career start. How old is he? You got a grade?
Yeah, he is a 10th grader.
Okay, so he's obviously feeling some jitters here in his first start, first home game.
And it looks like that running attack is going to be pretty potent.
2nd down and 10.
Keaton. That was a false start, yep.
Yeah, false start on the offensive line.
66. We won't call his name out. But he's the one that was guilty.
But he was number 66.
66.
But if you know 66.
Yeah.
All right, so Brian, I believe it's 2nd down now, 2nd and 15.
Again, now you figure, if it's me, obviously, I'm not a football coach here, but if you're 2nd and 15, I don't want 3rd and 15.
Nope.
I'm probably running the ball right here.
Either that or a screen pass, Brad. I was thinking one of the two.
And you don't really have a number. It doesn't, they're set up pre-snap. It doesn't look like a bubble screen. So maybe to the slot guy, Joshua Murphy? No, Nathaniel Davis?
2nd down and 15. Davis back to pass again and misses his receiver. Throws it over the running back's head. Just a little swing pass, but a little bit too much juice.
That's a good call, Brad. I was thinking the same thing. Brings up 3rd and long right now for the Senators.
Now, if you're, all right, I mean, this has got to be a run, right? 3rd and 15, you got to get something.
You would think it's, I would not be shocked in this set. We'll see what they do.
Same formation.
Possibly something to the wide side, to the trip side. Either that or a quarterback draw. Nope. Flag?
It's...
What do we got?
26 is helmet come off.
Equipment issue. Yeah, an equipment issue for the Pats.
Hillcrest,
Jordan Steele.
Yep.
Jordan Steele will have to come off, and coming into his place is
Jermichael
Watson at the linebacker position. Snap, back to pass, the pressure, little screen pass. It is caught. The tackle made at about the 36-yard line, close to being a face mask, was it?
It is a face mask. There's a flag on the near side. That'll be a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be a face mask against the Patriots, which will give them 15 yards and the first down. They had him tackled short. It would have been 4th down.
Well, they called it they called a horse collar, not a face mask.
Horse collar, okay.
Regardless, same outcome, regardless.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's why I said it may be a face mask, because I knew he had him somewhere up there. I couldn't tell if it was a face mask or the collar.
You're exactly right.
All right, so I'm still looking to see if I can find a better roster online. I found one, but there are 2 guys listed on it. Sparkman roster.
Twice in a row, 3rd and long for Sparkman.
Yeah.
They picked it up. Once via the draw play, and then once via the horse collar by us. Coach Patterson's probably not too happy about this.
I agree with that, Pete.
Okay, looks like I might have found one here. All right, so on 1st down, a pickup of about 3
Yep.
by
2.5 or
number
so.
1.
Number 1, got you. Jabari Davis.
Jabari Davis.
Yep.
Okay.
He looks to be their best player so far. Of course, they're doing a pretty good job of trying to get him the ball, and that time a little scissors action, and you had Nathaniel Davis running the jet motion, so a little jet fake.
All right, here's the snap, a little sweep around right in, and
Quick.
wow,
Out of my-
check that out. Let's see that replay.
That was
No, that wasn't
No,
Jamarian
that
Bennett. That was Zay Hall.
Zay Hall.
Was it
That was
really?
Zay
That
Hall
was
that
Jamarian
came in.
Bennett.
Watch
Bennett came
right
in
here.
You're
That's
right.
Zay Hall, buddy.
And there goes Bennett. You're right. Zay Hall. Look, I have heard a lot of things about Zay Hall being a bad dude.
Yep. And that right there is why he is a bad dude.
Evidence.
Well, I know if Griffin Armstrong is listening, he'll really enjoy that comment of me calling him a bad dude.
Well, good, and I hope Griffin is. If Griffin, he certainly has nothing better to do, so he better be listening
You
to
got
us.
that right. Give him a Starbucks and watch a
There
game,
we
buddy.
go.
All right, I've got something going right here on my phone for a roster.
Oh, okay,
hopefully.
good.
All right, on 3rd and long, scrambling around the left end, letting this one go and caught. Wow, at the 34-yard line of Hillcrest, and that'll be enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, well done. I think, Brian, you said it earlier. The young man may be trying to get his feet under him.
is.
You know, that's sophomore quarterback Keaton Williams. Rolled out to his left. He's the southpaw and made a really nice throw and completed for the 1st down on the near sidelines.
We got a Hillcrest player down.
Let's see.
That's, again, it looks like Jordan Steele, guys. 26. Is that what you see, Brent?
20, maybe 22.
It might be 22. It's 22 is Kemarcus Silvers,
It's
I believe.
22, Kamarcus Silvers, yeah. So
Sure
with
it's
the
not
injury,
25?
yeah, it says 22. I saw it through the
Okay.
binoculars. All right, with the injury, we will take a break
Okay.
here in the 1st quarter. Take a break and be back after this. Your score with 8:17 remaining in the 1st quarter. Sparkman nothing, Hillcrest nothing. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
Okay, and we're back. 0-0, 8:17 remaining here in the 1st quarter. Keaton Davis fumbles it, tries to hand it off. He just decides to slide at about the 35-yard line in the middle of the pile. That'll be a loss of about a half yard. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
I thought he actually did a pretty good job kind of making up for not a very good play.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like
my
Jabari
apologies.
Davis. He expected Jabari to take the ball, and I think Jabari thought it might be more of a read option type of play. And then, of course, Keaton Williams kept it and was able to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a snap. Keaton Davis hands it off this time to Jabari Williams, and he works his way around the left end, only a couple of yards, and it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 32.
So far, credit to Sparkman's offensive line. Their offensive line, they're moving. They're doing a good job kind of pulling and kicking with their guards and creating space. You know, it doesn't feel like Sparkman wants to run the ball right at Hillcrest, so instead they're running kind of, you know, outside zone type plays. And that's what you do. You know, if you feel like you can't run into somebody, use your speed and get outside. And they're doing pretty well with that so far. At least moving the ball down the field,
Keaton
Brent.
Davis back to pass, scanning the field, being pressured now, releases it and just throws it away out of bounds. It'll be 4th down for Sparkman from the 32 of Hillcrest.
And I think that was the 4th straight series of downs, we had them to 3rd and 7 or plus, and the first time we can get off the field. So great adjustment by our D right there. And it looks like they are in a little bit of no man's land, so they're probably going to go for it, guys.
I was just about to say, but actually at the 31-yard line, it's too far for a field goal in high school, but too short for a punt.
Right.
And so pretty smart play there also by Keaton Williams to kind of, conserve a 4th and manageable, or at least doable.
Next time we go on the road, I'm printing my own roster.
Sure. Yeah, good luck.
With large font. Here's the snap. Rolling to the right and caught at about the 10-yard line and inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line on the completion.
Well,
I thought it was going to be intercepted.
That was a really good play. I mean, you're talking about Keaton Williams, a left-handed quarterback, Brent. He's rolling to his right, threw totally across his body, and through traffic to a big completion for Sparkman there. So really well done by the sophomore quarterback.
2 big clutch completions on 3rd and long.
He's done really well on this drive, really well. Hillcrest may have to try to get some pressure on him and shake him up just a tad.
Hillcrest still has not had the ball. 6:41 remaining in the first quarter. Keaton Davis has struggled with passing for the most part, being off target, short, over his team's heads, his receivers' heads. But when it's counted on 3rd and long, he's come up with 2 big clutch completions as he has scrambled.
Well, if you notice, those incompletions were kind of earlier in the drive, and the good passes, the nice completions have been later in the drive.
Here's a handoff to Jabari Davis around left end, and guys, he's going to score. That's a 7-yard touchdown run for the Sparkman Senators, and they take the early lead here, 6-0, with 6:36 remaining in this first quarter.
Well, that was an excellent drive by Sparkman. Not only did they go down the field, but they took the ball first and scored. If you're going to get the ball first, you better score. And I think Sparkman, wow, they looked really good in that drive.
Yeah, and 4 different times they converted on either 3rd or 4th and long to keep that drive going. Seems like the Patriots dominated 1st, 2nd, and in some cases 3rd down, but it could never quite get that final kill play.
Well, in panic situations, they didn't panic.
That's right.
Yep.
Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So the Senators extend the lead to 7-0. Guys, that didn't feel like. That didn't feel
if you
like.
steal my pen, we're going to fight.
I'm trying to help us here. Okay, that didn't feel like a dominant drive. There was the horse collar. We had them in trouble. There was the horse collar. Gave them 15 yards. It would have been 4th down. It was 3rd and long. They slung it up, kind of like up for grabs, picked up that big completion on the sideline on 3rd and long. Then they did the same thing on the next 3rd and long, down to about the 7. Then that was a good play on the sweep.
Sure.
Good blocking, and they scored a touchdown. But it kind of felt like an anomaly drive.
Yep.
I don't feel like this is going to be something that's going to consistently happen.
Well, I
through this
certainly
game.
hope not. I'll tell you that. In that particular drive, I did feel like that their offensive line kind of won some battles in that. And, going into the game, I think we probably were going to say something to the effect of our defensive line might win some battles.
That's what
they didn't win a lot of battles in that drive.
That's right.
Yep.
All right, so here we go with the Hillcrest Tennis kickoff. Thanks to Hillcrest Tennis.
You're welcome.
And their fantastic coaching staff.
Go Pass!
For sponsoring us.
Look at the combination of numbers 2, 3, and 4 back to receive, Brent.
That's actually 0, 3, and 4.
Oh, it is Jamarian Bennett on the far side of the field.
Yep. Caden Davis, and of course, also Jabari Harris. Here's the kick. It's high, it's deep, and it's fielded in the end zone. So Caden will not be able to run this one out, and Hillcrest will start at their 20-yard line.
Obviously, the way that Sparkman took the ball down the field in that particular drive, you got to think Hillcrest at least has to respond in some way.
I think they're probably feeling a little pressure right now, guys.
I totally agree.
I got to tell you, though, that was too much backyard football to be consistently successful through a game.
I hope you're right.
Well, you might be right.
I think we're going to see turnovers by the Hillcrest defense. We're going to stop. I don't think this is going to last, y'all.
Well, I hope you're right. That may be. I hope it's not wishful thinking, but so far so good for Sparkman.
All right, Christian Ritchie in the backfield with Bryson Kimbrough. Bryson slings this one out to the left side, complete and down the sideline, picking up the Stephen Fikes All-State first down to the 34-yard line. Goes number 4, Jabari Harris. Getting a lot of wind.
Yeah, it is. Nice throw in rhythm by Bryson.
And good job by Coach Guy and Coach Mitchell getting Bryson an easy completion where, let's be quite honest, last week he was a little bit off. A lot of passes that were not quite there. So I'm sure that was a focal point of the offense this week. Just getting Bryson within rhythm like you guys have said.
Well, you want to give him something secure or safe, and I thought you're right, Brian. Good call.
Bryson will keep this one over right in. Picks up about 5 down to the 37-yard line. My apologies on the previous play. Jacoby Harris was thrown off with the Jabari Davis from the other team. Sorry about that.
And Bryson has to come out really quick because of his helmet coming off.
Okay.
So Jordan
Chamblee, sophomore.
Chamblee, yeah.
Yep, number 18 should be.
Yeah, Jordan Chamblee. Yeah, I was misreading that.
Jordan Chamblee, good quarterback in his own right. He looked really good at the fall scrimmage that we had before the season started. He is under center, 2nd down and 5 for the Pats. Chamblee takes the snap, hands it off over left guard, and we have a new running back in the game too, who picks up 6, enough for the Stephen Fikes All-State first down. That's Javion Lowe with his first carry of the season.
That's a nice carry.
Enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
I like that because not only did it give us a Stephen Fikes first down, but it's another name that we didn't mention about last
another
week.
Non-senior. Even though he's the oldest of the trio, he is a senior.
I've been hearing that he is going to get his shot.
Heat timeout.
Heat timeout.
Listen, are we gonna take a break?
No, we don't need a break right here. Let's stay right here. Let's talk about what's going on right here. And look. All right, let's talk about this, okay, guys? We saw kind of the helter-skelter, helped out by a penalty, scrambling, lucky play, backyard type football from Sparkman on that first drive. Now looking at Hillcrest, we're sticking it down their throat, right?
Right now,
we are dominating at the line of scrimmage and moving the ball.
Touchdown nonetheless, though. I mean,
right.
They still have to make those plays,
I just don't see it as being something that's going to be able to continue to happen for the full run of the football game.
You might be right. You might be right. But it was well done. Also, just a quick sidebar, Javion Lowe, I'm pretty sure taught his father Jamarcus Lowe.
So did I, my first year.
Way back when.
Oh, gosh.
Wow, you guys are old.
I know.
Yeah,
he was a freshman in my class, a senior in your class.
Yeah, old J-Lo. I remember him. The original J-Lo. Quick scoreboard update from courtesy of our fantastic basketball coach, Scott Suttles. Hoover up early on Spain Park, 6-0.
Oh, wait a minute. I got an addendum to that. Spain Park's up 7-6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Good.
I also have, let's see, I had something else.
And I have to say thanks to Jason Tidwell.
Absolutely.
And Tidwell Paint and Body for sponsoring our timeouts. We had his logo up there, but we didn't give him his proper respect in thanking him.
I've got Tuscaloosa County 7, Viger 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bryson Kimbrough back in the game under center for the Pats. Here's the snap. Bryson bobbles it, and he will be sacked as he scoops it back up all the way back to the 36-yard line. A loss of 9 on the play.
Yeah, tough play there. Looked like it was maybe a low snap.
Yeah, I think
whatever the case is, Bryson had a tough time handling it.
I think he hit the ground.
Yeah,
I think it may hit the ground. He picked it up and had to, attempted to make the best of it.
It did. He dropped it and had to scoop it back up, and then the defender was right there on top of him. All right, so 2nd down and about 19 now for the Pats. Bryson under center, 4:53 remaining in the first. Hillcrest trails 7-0. Bryson back to pass, being pressured and cannot escape, and he'll be tackled way back at the 32-yard line. So a loss of 7 on that, and the Pats are in a deep hole now. It'll be 3rd down and about 22.
3rd down and Huntsville.
3rd and Huntsville.
Man, as we're just northwest of downtown Huntsville.
Where I was born.
Were you really?
I was.
Wow.
All right, Bryson under center. He'll just do the toss sweep to the left side. Javion Lowe picks up about 4 down to the 39-yard line, but there is a flag.
Thrown by the field judge. It's an interesting spot for a field judge to throw a flag.
He may have lined up offsides.
Yeah, but he's not on the line. He's back here in the secondary, which makes me think it's a numbers. How many
Possibly.
Sparkman Senators do you count? Back judge usually counts that, but it's just an interesting flag to be thrown in that situation. Let's see what we got.
I wonder if their B team is the House of
It's a
Representatives.
sideline warning.
Sideline warning against
Sparkman. Yeah.
Sparkman, okay. You think their B team is the House of Representatives?
The governors.
It is. It is.
The congressmen.
The city councilman.
The Sparkman Junior Varsity Reps.
Yeah. I'll wait till we're winning before I say that one.
Oh, you know, all that extra time we had, I could have given you my history lesson on John Sparkman.
I'm so glad you did.
We'll get to it, don't worry.
Please. I can't wait.
All right, so the Patriots forced a punt on their first offensive possession. Jordan Chambers-Smith in to punt for the Patriots. He stands at his 25-yard line. And here we go.
Clock is running.
Play clock still has plenty of time on it, though.
Is that Jordan Chambers-Smith back there?
It is.
Okay.
He gets the snap, plenty of time to kick. Gets a booming kick away. Wow, it goes way over the head of the receiver. It'll be caught at the 15,
not a smart
and he'll
play.
be knocked down at the 11. Replay that. And look.
That was not a smart play by their returner. I thought, because he had his back turned to Hillcrest, he had no idea where the defender was.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody needs to be yelling whatever the code word is.
Peter,
get away,
Peter.
get away,
Yes.
get away, get away.
Man. So,
Okay, so a change of possession here, but what a punt.
It was a great
by Jordan Chambers-Smith. No, there was no pressure at all, and he just took his time.
By the way,
laid his leg into it.
Did you guys not at some point? I almost thought nobody's pressuring him. Everybody was in turn.
Should he run?
And I'm almost like, just go. But I mean, obviously, he had another 15 yards to go.
Honestly, I think he thought about it.
I think he did.
If he had waited much longer, it was going to be a legal man downfield. Because that was my first thought was he did 3 or 4 stutter steps, and our linemen were getting further and further up the field.
Right. So, Patriots backing Sparkman up at their own 10.5-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Senators.
Let's see if Hillcrest can do a little better up front on this particular set.
Keaton Williams is the quarterback. Jabari Davis, number 1, the running back, flanks him to his left. Davis, the lefty, calls the signals, takes the snap, drops back to pass, slings this one deep down the middle and just out of the reach of his intended receiver at the 50-yard line, who had gotten behind the Patriot defenders, and it could have been 6 as the receiver.
Was that Cameron Reynolds?
Cameron Reynolds could not get to that one.
Here's an interesting thing. I heard the defensive backs before the game talking about eye discipline. And if you'll notice, Jamarian Bennett, he's really fast. But sometimes when you're really fast, you think you can make every play.
Right. Now, this is 7-8.
Yes, and you can't really, you don't expect somebody to be able to be faster than you. But all of a sudden he turns around, he's 6 yards deep.
The snap goes through the hands of the quarterback, Keaton Davis, and he will be tackled in the end zone. That is a sack and 2 points for the Pats, as you'll see here on the replay. He just couldn't handle that one. It was a good snap. He just mishandled it.
And, that's kind of where, I think Brian mentioned this earlier, as a sophomore, he doesn't have a whole lot of experience. If you're an older kid, maybe you just throw that one away. And, you avoid the 2 points, because it seemed like he had a moment to kind of chunk it out of bounds. But
was he out of the tackle box?
I think he still would have been a safety, though.
Right, it would have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, just give it a
It's
shot.
almost like if it's a safety, be an intentional grounding or being sacked in the end zone, still 2 points.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, though.
By the way, the safety credited to Zay Hall there on the sack.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we needed that, guys.
We did need that. I felt like everything's going Sparkman's way so
last
far.
week, obviously we won comfortably, but I don't think anybody would argue that it was a clean game, and then certainly not a clean first 9 minutes of this game. So that is something that's big for us, led by number 11, Jordan Chambers-Smith, giving us excellent field position, and then our D capitalizing on it.
We need to nickname Jordan Chambers-Smith Slash.
Absolutely.
Is
that Cordell Stewart?
Cordell Stewart, yeah. Played for Colorado and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, he did everything.
Yep.
Golly.
Jordan Chambers-Smith.
I think Brad Smith from Missouri.
Nobody knows who that is.
Yeah.
Cordell Stewart did it at the pro level, okay?
He did too.
Nobody remembers him.
Okay, he was better.
They'll have to kick off from the 20-yard line. Here it is, and Caden Smith will get an opportunity to return this one from the 25, the 30, 45, 40. Breaks a tackle at the 50. He's into Sparkman territory down to the 49-yard line. So the Patriots will start there, 1st and 10.
Who's the double name guy that played quarterback at Indiana and became a wide receiver? He was, I want to say the Steelers. But anyway, he reminds me of
like
this.
the same name or a hyphenated name?
No, he had like a hyphenated name. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. Played wide receiver for Indiana.
Wait, what is he? I was off headset.
Played wide receiver in Indiana. Or excuse me, he played quarterback for Indiana. Became a wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's just a phenomenal athlete.
Oh, wait a minute. Who's the Arkansas quarterback that did that?
That was the
Clint Sterner?
No, he became a tight end, is who you're talking about, Brent. Big guy became a tight end.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Bryson under center for the Pats. 1st and 10 from the 49. Here's a handoff to Christian Ritchie over left guard on the belly G. He's got nowhere to go, though. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Pats.
Yeah, our offensive line struggled in that one, got beat up front. Sparkman did a good job with the belly G defense. We are on the board at least.
True, 7-2, 2:51 and counting remaining in the first quarter. Pats looking to take the lead if they can do something with this possession. No luck on the first play of this possession, though. Kimbrough takes the snap, drops back, being pressured, and he is hit just as he releases it. Sparkman D-line came to play tonight, guys.
Yeah. Got to give him a little more time on the offensive line. He's got to have more than a step back. I mean, he gets one step and he's being hit. It's tough.
Was that big number 0 that we've been talking about? See him here on the left end? Let's watch out for him.
Yeah, no doubt. He's certainly one to watch for.
Scott Settle's got it. Antoine Randall. Good call, Scott.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Bryson in shotgun. Receivers split to either side. Bryson swings this one out to Caden Smith. Caden's got a head of steam. He gets past the 40 down to the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 10 and enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down for the Pats.
That's a really big play because Hillcrest really does not have a whole lot going for them offensively at this current juncture. And to get something positive, I mean, the 2 points on the board, of course, result of the defense. Bryson is obviously playing hard back there, but he doesn't have a ton of time. And so anything positive right now seems like a chance to build on some momentum.
If you can get Caden Smith in space running north and south, you got a good chance at something good happening. Here's a handoff to Belly G to Christian Williams. I can't get this out.
It's okay.
The Belly G to Christian Ritchie.
There we go.
He picks up 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
A much better first down.
Thank you.
And a much better call by you.
And a much better job by our offensive line.
Yes, I totally agree.
He's he's not slight, but he's certainly not tall. It doesn't take much of a crease for him to get forward for 4.
He's kind of got that, that prototypical
Maurice
bowling ball.
To go with another,
all these backs have that
Yeah.
north and south mentality, and I love it. Bryson in shotgun now. A little bit of movement.
It's got to be offsides, yeah. Offsides on the defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. Did you call that?
I think it's false start.
I think it's a false start, too.
No,
you're
good
right,
call.
Brad.
Good
You
call.
called it.
I like you being right on that one.
Yeah. I just could see because the ball is right on us.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like their defensive ends were across the line of scrimmage.
I thought I saw a little bit of movement, but, 2nd and 1 as it is after the 5-yard penalty against Sparkman. The Pats decked out in all white tonight with the blue helmets.
I love it. It's a good look. It's a good look.
The red stripe piping going down their trousers. Bryson in shotgun. Here comes Caden Smith in motion to the right. Bryson drops back, being pressured again. He escapes this time, though. Slings it deep down the left sideline and out of reach for the Patriots, number 13, Jalen Cook. Bryson could have picked up the first down, obviously, and he could have picked up quite a few yards if he had just tucked it and run, but he saw an opportunity to throw it there to Jalen Cook. Unfortunately, he couldn't connect.
Well, when you have 2nd and 1, I don't mind that.
Me too.
If it's 3rd and 1, you've got to tuck it there. So you'd like to think that Bryson is heady enough to just make that play.
Good call.
If it happens this time, he's going to tuck it.
Yeah.
Sparkman anxious.
It's a false start. Everybody was good until Jalen Cook on the far side stepped into the play, and it's going to be a false start on the far side of the field against Hillcrest.
So we went from 2nd and 1 to now 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the dangerous things about not picking up the first down.
That's
I
correct.
agree 100% with your call and Bryson's choice to go deep, but that's one of the risks you run.
Right, but you know, the odds would say you have a good
Correct.
chance of picking up 3rd and 1, so why not?
I think
Take the chance.
it's tough to anytime you have an opportunity to pick up a first down and you don't, then you always are going to get second guessed.
Is there a light in here?
No.
I don't think there is.
Your phone.
All right. Here's the toss sweep. The toss sweep to Jacoby Harris, and he has enough for a Stephen Fikes first down as he does the north-south running that we love so much. He gets down to the 27-yard line of the Senators. 38.2 seconds remaining here in the first. The Patriots trail 7-2, but they are threatening.
And look, all of our discussion about whether or not we get a first down is
was
moot.
moot. That's
It was moot.
correct.
That's right.
Empty set now for Bryson Kimbrough as he is in the shotgun. Here's the sweep to Caden Smith around left end. Caden, nice pickup down to the 22-yard line.
That'll be it.
And that'll make it 2nd down and about 4 after the gain of 6. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We will take a break. Your score, Sparkman 7, Hillcrest 2, but the Pats threatening. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats!
All right, it is our ball.
And we are back. Can we get a shot? I don't know if we'll be able to even see in the booth if you do the booth shot. It's so dark up here, so we can see what it looks like. Well, that says Bama Stuff Broadcast Booth, but that's the field. Let's try it again. Okay.
What are we about to turn on the camera in our dark side?
I'm going to see. I want to see what it looks like.
Oh, that's
That is the booth shot.
There
Look,
it is.
That is the booth shot.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Here we are.
Other way.
Wait.
Flashlight.
Oh,
Creepy, spooky.
well, this game has been
Whatever viewers we have.
this ball game's been a little spooky so far.
It's not even 10 till 8. We're acting this way. Okay.
All right, so here we go. Second quarter ready to begin. Let's go back to the field there, Michael. By the way, thanks to Michael Wynn here with us tonight, serving as our director. Our 3 girls that we have signed up to be the director, none of them could come tonight. Michael's our number 2 camera guy.
I think Michael's our number 1 director now.
Michael volunteered to come here tonight.
Good job, Michael.
Take the long trip, and he's doing a great job.
Whatever Michael's getting paid is not enough.
Bryson under center, 2nd down and 5 for the Pats. Here's the toss sweep to Christian Ritchie. Christian cuts it upfield. He's down to about the 10-yard line. Nice pickup of about 11, and that's into the Centel Home Design red zone. And enough for a Stephen Fikes all-state first down for the Pats.
This feels a little more Jamie Mitchell-esque with this power run game.
This is no longer, this may be great guy. All right, we'll throw the ball when we get up a couple, but we're going to do some old-school Jamie Mitchell right now.
Right. Javion Lowe in at fullback, Christian Ritchie in at tailback, Bryson under center. Pitches it out to Christian Ritchie. Christian cuts it upfield. He'll be knocked down at about the 2, and that will be enough for another Stephen Fikes all-state first down. This time,
it'll be close, Brent. It's going to be close. I think it may be 2nd down.
Yeah, clock did not stop, which makes me think second inches.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah, it's so close. Can you get a shot of the yard marker there, Donald? Well, no, stay with it, though, because we're about
9 3/4.
Yeah, it's very, very close.
Isn't that like a Hogwarts train stop or something?
9 3/4. That's correct.
So I'm so
good.
Literary.
You really are.
Good call.
I'm so literary.
Literary critic.
Man.
Bryson under center. This will be the Bryson push. and that should be enough for the first down. Not
Should
quite
be a
the touchdown.
Yes,
though.
sir. Touchdown.
Oh, yeah, it is. Touchdown. Touchdown, Patriots.
Let's go.
Bryson Kimbrough on the 2-yard quarterback sneak. 10:46 remaining here in the second quarter. And Hillcrest takes the lead 8-7. What an odd score.
That is an odd score. And if I'm Hillcrest, probably I wouldn't be totally opposed to it. Of course, now remember, we always are going for 2, maybe.
Listen,
right?
I'm an NCAA and a Madden guy, so I always go for 2. I don't know about Jamie Mitchell.
Oh, they're going to kick it.
A little more traditional, at least lining up to kick it.
No, go back on that, Brent. Or turn me down.
I did.
No, that sure turned you down. Did we get it?
All right, so
P, is that good?
the extra point.
I could go down a little, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
so
it's,
was the extra point no good?
oh, I thought it was.
No,
it's good. They gave it to us. They gave it to us.
the
Yeah,
extra
yep,
point.
yep.
Thanks to Dr. Brandy Patterson for sponsoring our extra points. It was good.
Yeah, Brent, I was the same as you. They didn't put the point up immediately, and I was thinking, gracious,
we were looking
my sight
down,
is worse
so.
than I think.
All right, you guys good on your headphone levels?
Yeah, we're good.
Great.
We're good. Thank you.
Great. Brad,
Okay.
Can you give us that quick scoreboard update you got during the break? I thought that was a big one.
That's an interesting
'Cause
scoreboard update.
The team that manhandled Sparkman last week, Spain Park beat them 38-7 last week, and they got a big game this week.
They're at Hoover,
Okay.
which is a rivalry game.
No
it
doubt.
doesn't mean anything from a playoff
I
standpoint.
believe it's at the Met.
It's at the
Yeah.
Met, but currently the Jags of Spain Park lead Hoover 20-6.
Wow. I think that also says a little more about this
I
Sparkman
agree.
Senators team.
I totally agree.
You know, I'm not saying any of us were sleeping on Spain Park, but looking at that score last week, I was expecting Sparkman to maybe not quite be as strong as they have been this first 13 minutes plus of this game.
The Battle of Decatur. Austin plays Decatur tonight,
Austin's
guys.
got to be up.
Austin 28.
Yeah.
Decatur 0.
I think Decatur's facing the new coach. I think their coach after like 28 years is finally out.
Hudson Hall on for the Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Total leather.
Staying
Nice
Yeah, I was
deep
thinking that too.
kick down to about the 6-yard line in the corner. That's exactly what you want. He's able to escape down the sideline, though. That's number 13 with a nice return. Can you look in this darkness and see who number 13 is?
Yeah,
Brad?
have you?
On the
I got you
return?
13 on the return was Nathaniel Davis.
Nathaniel Davis.
He's been a name that we've called out a few times, Brent. He's a pretty explosive player for the Senators.
Write him down right
Yeah,
there.
you got it.
We'll get the key players written down up there so we can actually see.
Well, let's hope they have a lot of kickoff returns today for Sparkman. So,
Well, that was a good one all
Right.
the way to the 36-yard line. He caught it back at about the 5. It looked like he was hemmed in on the sideline, but he just burst past the Hillcrest defense with a lot of speed down that sideline. It had a nice return.
The Viger Wolves have come back to take the lead. Currently, Viger 16, Tuscaloosa County 7.
Keaton Williams, the quarterback, in shotgun. Man comes in motion. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff to Jabari Davis. He'll pick up a nice gain of about 8 to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Sparkman.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Jabari Davis is a kid. You've called him out many times so far tonight, Brent. I bet he's not. That's probably not going to be the last time you call his name either.
True.
But so far, every time he's touched the ball, good things have happened. He's the Midas of the Senators.
I guess he's a junior senator.
Yeah, you already had that.
Oh,
joke.
I guess
you already used that joke.
you know, that's true. That if they're juniors, they're junior senators. If they're seniors, they're senior senators. Correct?
That's true. That's true. Please come back. Please don't leave.
I mean, what is the stoppage for?
Who knows? Somebody had a helmet issue, maybe. Shoulder pad issue. This offensive line from Sparkman, guys, pretty stout.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. They're pretty good.
77, that right
That guy's
guard is a big kid.
Sure is.
Keaton Williams in shotgun. Handoff to Jabari Davis again, but this time he's dropped in the backfield. Who was that on that play? Let's
looks
say
like
that
number
was
90.
Tavion Johnson.
I don't know.
Tavion Johnson.
But I had a great job jinxing 77 that time because Tavion ran him over.
There you
and
go.
Had them for a 3 to 4 yard loss. Brings up 4th and 4.
It's not what it says on the screen.
So it's 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Not 4th and 4. 3rd and 4.
We really needed that. I'm really excited to see some of those defensive battles, or defensive linemen win some battles.
Keaton Williams, a man comes in motion from left to right. Williams takes the snap. He's being pressured. There was a hold, and a flag comes in. Tavion Johnson chases the quarterback out of bounds. Keaton Williams is out of bounds at the 37, but that is going to be a hold, and it's going to come back.
Unless they decline, because it will bring up 4th down, Brent. It'll be about 4th and 4.
With the way they've been getting these backyard slinging down the field plays, I might not take that one, right?
Well, and you know what they say. You'd be like, oh, do you take it?
But it is a spot foul.
Right.
He was further back
really
than that.
far.
He should.
They're taking it.
Good point.
He shouldn't be counting off 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, which is what he did.
Well, if it's and you're right, and it was a run play too. A lot of times with pass play, that previous spot.
That was not marked correctly.
Yes, it is. That's further back than. No, you're right.
But he was way back.
You're right.
Yeah, he should be about 10 more yards back.
My good friend Jim Rosenfeld will correct us if we're wrong.
So 3rd and 14.
Otherwise known as Frugal McDougal.
Oh, I remember Frugal McDougal well.
Here's the snap. Williams rolls out to his left, slings this one deep down the sideline, and it is incomplete.
No way.
Interference is called. Let's watch the replay and see what happens here. See if we pick this up.
Maybe.
That's close.
It's really close.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, 2 flags, you give the officials the benefit of the doubt.
There you go again, though. Another big pickup on 3rd and long.
And backyard football there.
But they can't let these guys get behind them like that.
And again, we talked a little bit about Jamarian Bennett. He's really fast, but, you know,
Brett,
when you see guys get behind, you think you can make the play, and you've got to have that eye discipline.
Brett, was that play reminiscent of anything to you? Maybe October 18th, 2013.
The county game?
Yeah, golly, that reminded me of it.
However, they shouldn't have been snapping the ball from the position where they were on that down. They should have been about 7 or 8 yards deeper.
Oh, that's a good point, too. Whatever the case is, that's a tough call. But it was made regardless.
And we'll live with it.
Yep.
Keaton Williams slings this one out to the left side. And
that guy was not set.
Nathaniel Davis unable to hold on to the screen pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Guys, we might catch a football up here.
I thought that, Brent.
The cheerleaders are throwing footballs into the stands, and they're about to come to us. No, those are T-shirts.
Some of them are footballs, some of them are T-shirts.
I don't think I want a Sparkman T-shirt.
Depends on if we win the game.
All right, so Keaton Williams in shotgun, 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left on the short side of the field. Jabari Davis flanks him to the right.
2 men in motion. They got to reset.
2 men with in motion, so yes, they called timeout. Obviously some confusion there. With that timeout, we'll take a break. 8:32 remaining in the first half. Hillcrest up 9-7. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
All right, we're back at Senator Stadium in Harvest, Alabama. 9-7 Patriots over the Senators. Here in the second quarter, the scoreboard reads 46 seconds, but that's incorrect.
Yeah, it's 8:32. I caught it right before. And
I think that clock is the timeout clock.
It is.
Guys.
It's how much left.
So they put the timeout clock on the regular clock.
Yeah, also,
some clocks have that ability to switch back and forth.
But they don't do down, distance, or quarter, but they do have the ability to do how much time is left in the timeout.
According to the scoreboard, it's 0 down with 0 to go on the 0-yard line.
It's been that way all game.
Boring game. That's the case.
Or it hasn't been.
No, this has not been a boring game at all. You're correct about that.
Only one scoreboard here, too, guys.
Oh, you're right. There's not a scoreboard on the south side.
Viger now up 23-7 over County. Hewitt-Trussville leads Gadsden City 21-7.
Okay. Keaton Williams in shotgun, 2 wides, 3 wides to the right, 1 to the left. Man comes in motion. Keaton Williams hands it off to Jabari Davis, but he'll be dropped right at about the line of scrimmage. Coming up to make the tackle, number 1, Zay Hall, who's having quite a night.
And also another 3rd and long, guys. I don't know how many times
that's their best play.
Exactly right.
Can we get off the field? I mean, seriously, let's think about it.
There's also a flag, and that's a good call.
That's an illegal motion.
That's illegal motion.
Yeah.
I think we both saw that. I'm not sure if Jamie's going to accept that or not. I'm not sure if he has a choice.
I'm taking the penalty.
Is that when he has a choice?
No, he can have a choice on that because it's not a dead ball penalty.
5 yards back would make it
be back to second
14. I'd rather take 3rd and 9.
I mean, 2nd and 15, probably from the previous spot.
Well,
but
2nd and 14. Yeah, maybe so.
Whatever the case is, he's got it. He does have an option to decline.
I think he did decline it. I think that's what one of the White Hats colleagues was coming to tell him.
Sparkman saying, though, 3rd and long, we got you right where we want you.
You're right.
I would like to know, and obviously we don't have that statistic, but 3rd and 6 or more. I don't know, 3rd and 7 or more. What is their completion or success ratio?
I think they're 4 or 5, and on the one they didn't get, they picked it up on the 4th down. I think that's it. Hang it. 82 minutes left in this quarter, guys.
8 minutes and 23 seconds, I'm sure.
7:22 is correct? Is that right?
No, that's not right.
Oh, that's 8:23.
Yep.
8:23. Right. Okay, so there you go. 8:23 remaining.
They got it.
In this first half.
They got the clock right. Did somebody take a timeout?
So did Coach P.
Did Sparkman took a timeout earlier, but nobody. I don't know if anybody took a timeout.
Or is there just a discussion going on about something?
Whatever the case is, let's make sure. Let's make sure that Jason Tidwell gets his due on the timeout.
Right.
So that last timeout brought to you by Tidwell Paint Body. I can't remember if we said it.
Throw his logo up there, Michael.
Well, since we have
Tidwell
a delay in action,
timeout.
We'll give Jason Tidwell and Tidwell Paint Body, TidwellPaintBody.com.
Yeah, and he called me the other day, and he told me to tell Brian Pirano, hey, he didn't say anything about you, Brad.
I believe it.
Here's the snap to Keaton Williams. He's scrambling once again, being chased by Tavion Johnson, and he will be pounded out of bounds as he is a sandwich between Tavion Johnson and Josh Whitehead right at about the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 9.
Will we see the Sparkman punter?
We'll see him. I don't know if they're going to snap it to him, though.
I mean, this is the first time that we've pretty much stopped them.
It is.
And especially on their side of the field.
Correct.
I feel like they've played on our side of the field most of the game.
Coach Patterson had us in something, and I did not see the secondary. It looks like it was a zone to make sure we kept everything in front of us there.
The punt fielded by Caden Smith. He bobbles it, but is able to fall on it at the 29-yard line. Caden with a full head of steam. You know, Caden was our special teams player of the game last week, and I was talking to him about what it was like to field punts. And one of the things he said was, it's pretty terrifying when you're looking up at the ball and everybody's coming at you.
That's right.
But he said, but I take a peek down right before I catch it to see where everybody is, and then I catch it and I go north and south. That time he obviously took the peek, but didn't complete the catch.
Well, you know, that's actually a really difficult thing to do.
Oh, yes, it is.
And it's
one of the hardest things in football.
You know, I would think that coaching would probably say, don't you take a peek. You know, and I realize that it's difficult. You kind of have to monitor that situation with the field. You may have some teammates helping, you know, monitor that for you. The drive by Hillcrest earlier was a pretty good one. Let's see if we can put together a second one in a row here, guys.
All right, 7:28 remaining in the first half. 9-7 Pats. Bryson under center. I formation for Hillcrest. Bryson takes the snap, hands it off on the straight keeper up the middle. Nowhere to go for the Patriots running back number 4, Jacoby Harris. He'll be stopped behind the line of scrimmage, actually lose about 2. It'll be 2nd and 12 from the 28.
And, you know, we get the ball
27.
to begin the second half. This is a big drive. If we can take some time off the clock and go down, and even if we only get 3, getting the ball to start the second half could be a big deal right here.
True, very true. I formation again, 2 wides to the left side of the field. The snap, and Bryson started to throw the screen to Caden Smith, but then he ate it because there were players on top of him, and he will lose 2 more yards and make it 3rd and about 15.
You know what, Brent? I think that was a good job eating the ball, though.
Yeah.
I think right there it looked like Caden Smith was covered. It was a possible pick-6 situation. Bryson did a good job just honestly losing 2, living to play another down.
Sparkman defensive lineman Sharif Smith made the play on that for the Senators. Nicely done.
All right, so now 3rd and long for the Pats, 3rd and 15. Bryson in shotgun. Let's see if that O-line can keep this pretty vicious Sparkman defense out of the backfield. They do enough for Bryson to release it to Christian Ritchie to the right side, but Christian is stopped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1, and that series went backwards. Now the Pats will be forced to punt.
Clock is ticking, but obviously plenty of time still remaining in the half. I do expect a heat timeout here in just a moment. But under 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Now, last time Jordan Chambers-Smith had a punt, it was fantastic. Not to say it won't be, but the wind seems to be swirling and maybe going
a little bit of a cross breeze.
Yeah. Let's see if hopefully it helps him here.
He stands at his 10-yard line.
Yeah, play
ready
clock's
to kick
about
this
up,
one
guys.
away.
Timeout.
So
Timeout.
Hillcrest will have to call a timeout, so they won't lose an extra 5 there before they punt it away. Guys, that drive was not promising at all. That was some domination by that defensive line.
Brad, you can talk on it too. I don't think it didn't look like Bryson had a second to breathe in that position.
No. It looked like to me, and obviously I'd have to see a replay, and without, this is kind of just me recollecting, but it almost looked like our guys went to cut block, and their guys almost expected a cut block, and they just jumped over them. And then, of course, all of a sudden, Sharif Smith, and not only Sharif, but, we talked about Jamarian Matthews, the Louisville commit. Both of those guys have been causing a lot of havoc, and they're not the only ones. Just as a whole, Sparkman's defensive front has really been giving Hillcrest fits all night.
Thanks again to Jason Tidwell for the Tidwell Paint and Body timeout. He's getting his money's worth here tonight.
Yeah. Brent, what does that say?
It says,
I know what it says, but look at that.
Well, it's so dark out here, I couldn't really see what I was writing because of the shadow.
OJ. It says Jamarian Matthews, but only,
I can read it.
Okay, there you go. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Oh, goodness. Okay, we're back to live action. Jordan Chambers-Smith will kick this one away. Nathaniel Davis awaits the punt back at his own 40-yard line. Jordan stands at his 10. 5:23 remaining in the first half. Pats up 9-7. Jordan Chambers-Smith with another nice kick. Not as good as the last one, but it will take a bounce. It takes a little bit, well, kind of goes straight up and straight back down. So the Pats down it right there at about the 40.5-yard line of Sparkman. So they'll start out there 1st and 10.
Pretty good battle from the Shoals area. Muscle Shoals currently leads Florence 14-13. I've got Gulf Shores and Mary G. Montgomery tied at 14. Wow. Remember, MGM is a pretty solid team.
Yeah, they are.
One of the top-ranked teams in 7A currently. And, of course, Gulf Shores has been one of the best 6A or 5A teams. And now, of course, moved up to 6. They did.
I don't know if they won.
I think they won it in 5A,
and they also had a career year.
Okay.
Yes. Auburn leaves Vestavia 14-7.
Did they win it 5A? Didn't Ramsey win? Did they beat Ramsey?
I thought they beat Ramsey.
Okay.
But, no, you may be right.
No, you may be as
Whatever
well.
the case is, they were really good.
Right.
Viger now leads County 29-7.
Wow. Keaton Williams in shotgun. Jabari Davis flanks him. Jabari Davis will take the draw play as he tries to get around right in, but he's got nowhere to go as the play is strung out and he's out of bounds after a short gain.
Is the down mark? The
down marker's wrong. He's looking at the
Yeah.
wrong place. It's a short gain of maybe about 1.
Yeah, I was going to say those guys are in the wrong
He's going to
spot.
fix
They're
that.
way off. Okay, they're
fixing it back now. The down marker moved down.
I thought the same thing.
I don't think they got a yard. I don't think they
Tavion Johnson is on his back, y'all, on the field.
Who was that down, Brent?
Tavion Johnson.
He's okay.
So
Brad,
this will
any
be an
Hoover
injury
updates
timeout.
you see?
Actually, yes, Hoover did score.
Okay, so 20 to 14, 20 to 13, right?
I've got 20 to 12.
20 to 12, okay.
Yes, they must have gone for 2.
Gotcha.
or it hasn't happened yet.
Right,
We're going to
right.
be the case. This Spain Park currently leads Hoover 20-12. I also have Opelika leading Callaway, Georgia, 28-7.
Brad, you're Mr. Geography. Is that relatively near the border?
It's got to
near
be.
the western
I feel
Georgia?
like I've looked it up.
Okay.
I feel like it's close to Columbus somewhere.
Okay.
You know, Opelika's not very far from Columbus, Georgia.
So probably not too far of a drive for Opelika.
Well, they're hosting this.
They're hosting it.
I think they traveled to Callaway. Well, you know what? It seems like an odd year. Maybe they have a deal with Callaway every other year. I don't know.
Hey, Brad, while we have the stoppage in play, and we'll probably continue on after this, too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to give you some. You're the social studies guy, right?
Sure.
You taught social studies for how many years?
For 13.
Okay. How much do you know about Alabama government? Do you know who John Sparkman is?
Actually, I do. Thank you very much.
Let's see how much you know
very
about
much.
Okay.
Schnookums.
Who was John Sparkman?
I mean,
the
look,
namesake of this school.
all I know is he was a senator for Alabama. That's it. Other than
That's
that,
all you know?
I need you to
You
tell
know
me
how
more.
long he was a senator?
I do not know that.
47 years.
Wow.
Well, actually, he was in the House and the Senate. Longer
Dang.
in the Senate. In the House for 11 years.
pretty impressive.
More about John Sparkman to come.
Okay, thank
All right,
goodness.
here it is, 2nd and 10 as they rule it as no gain on the carry. Here's the keeper, and rolling out to his left is Keaton Williams trying to connect there with Nathaniel Davis. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Another 3rd and long, guys.
I will say, the past few drives, I feel a little bit better about the Hillcrest defensive attack. It's almost like Hillcrest knows that Nathaniel Davis is not Nathaniel Davis, that Keaton Williams is a running quarterback. He's definitely a threat to scramble around and throw it with that left hand. And they seem to be kind of attacking it a little bit differently from a linebacker standpoint.
Keaton Williams in shotgun.
Timeout, Sparkman. The play clock was almost at 0.
Okay.
Yep.
So Sparkman will have another Tidwell paint body timeout.
Correct me real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
They say Sparkman has 1 left after this. I have them with none left after this.
Yeah, because they
took one in the first quarter, and this is the second one of the second quarter?
Well, I thought they took.
Hillcrest
I
took
think
a timeout.
Hillcrest took one.
Hillcrest took a timeout before the punt.
But I believe Sparkman took one before that. And I could be wrong.
I do remember Sparkman taking one on the illegal motion that they didn't get the illegal motion because they took the timeout.
See, you guys may be right.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking they took one in the first, one early second, and one now. But I may be misremembering.
Okay.
More John Sparkman trivia for you.
Oh, please, yes.
Okay. So I have to ask, all right, John Sparkman was the vice presidential candidate in 1952 for the Democratic Party. Who was his running mate who was running for president?
I don't know.
Ran against Eisenhower.
I have no idea.
And Richard Nixon.
I don't know. It's like Walter Mondale or something. I'm just kidding.
A few years. Hey, he was a Democrat. That's not bad.
Wow.
It was Adlai Stevenson.
Oh, of course it's Adlai Stevenson. I had no idea. No idea.
You're supposed to know these things.
Well, I taught world history,
right?
Brent. I taught. You want to
that's
talk about
part of the world, isn't it?
You want to talk about
America's
kings and
part
queens?
of the world.
I can give you some news about Catherine.
If any Armstrong knew that, it was Griffin Armstrong.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, here we go.
He
Back
probably
to
knew the
live action.
platform.
3rd and long, 3rd and 10. Man goes in motion from right to left. Williams back to pass. Looking downfield, and
he's good.
boom.
Good.
Coming up to shove him out of bounds is Zay Hall once again.
That's really good.
He picks up a couple of yards, but that's about it.
I don't know if this is, and obviously I'm not in the playbook of the defensive staff. I'm not in the huddles. It does feel like the play might be a spy. That's right.
Yeah.
It might be like, hey, Zay, your number one job, all you got is 5. Your job is 5. You just track him.
Yep.
If he rolls out, you go after him. You're his spy.
I'll take Zay in that battle.
Yeah.
Correct. Good job by Coach
no
Patterson.
And again, that might just be a lucky call for us, that particular play, but it does feel like that's what's going on.
Jordan Chambers-Smith and Caden Smith, the Smith boys, back to receive this punt. Caden Smith calls for a fair catch. He makes it at the 24-yard line. Hillcrest offense will start there 1st and 10. 4:46 remaining in the first half, up 9-7.
I thought that was a really good job by the Hillcrest punt coverage unit because they nearly blocked the punt, but they did a great job of avoiding contact with the punter. And I have to admit, when there were 4 or 5 Hillcrest Patriots back there, I was expecting, somebody's about to land on him and we're about to give up a first down. That seems to be the MO tonight.
Exactly. It kind of feels like everything that could go wrong is going wrong, honestly, in a lot of these first 3 halves. Not
but
just this week.
But we're still winning.
Correct, just like last week. And I go back to what I said at the beginning of last possession. once again, if we can go down, get points, get the ball back at the second half, we can really grab control of this game, guys.
Right.
I will say our offensive line is going to have to start winning some battles up front.
Bryson in shotgun with 2 wides to the right side. Nobody there. He decides to keep it. He's going to bounce around to the left end, cuts upfield, gets to about the 30-yard line. Nice scramble there by Bryson to pick up about 7 yards on a broken play.
I like Bryson running the ball. I'm not sure that we want Bryson to run the ball a ton, but at the same time, I do think it adds a component to the offensive attack that kind of can settle down that offensive line protection scheme.
Agreed. He had 60-something yards rushing last week.
Well, he's a very capable runner for sure. I don't think the read option is part of the Jamie Mitchell offense, but at the same time, the running quarterback is.
Yeah, there's a lot of plays called for the quarterback to run. Quarterback under center for this play, I formation. The toss sweep to Jacoby Harris, and a nice pickup for Jacoby as he crosses the 35 to the 36, and that for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
I love the ability to spread out that defensive front, allow Jacoby to kind of pick a hole, and he did a good job there, as it looked like it may have been a tall sweep out to the far side, but then he noticed a gap, did a really good job going for it.
Bryson under center. Once again, I formation. Deep I back is Javion Lowe. Here's a pass to the right side, completed to Caden Smith, who breaks a tackle, spins free from another defender, and is into Sparkman territory all the way down to their 42, 43-yard line.
That particular play was brought to you by the running game because it sets up the play action. It gives Bryson more time. The offensive line can win the battles. It was a really well-designed play and a really well-designed strategy for that set of plays. You know, these 3 plays set up this play.
Yeah,
I love it.
Nice delivery of the pass there by Bryson, too. Right on the money. Bryson in shotgun, almost bobbles the snap. Hands it off to Jacoby. Around right in, Jacoby is down inside the 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. Jacoby Harris with a big pickup on another Stephen Fikes All-State first down for the Pats.
Well, you're talking about Jacoby Harris. The play right there was by Bryson Kimbrough.
He picked that up off his shoelaces and gave it to Jacoby, the freshman, in stride.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit to the left. I thought Bryson did a great job handling it and then making the give on the jet sweep, and it was really well done. So that's their last time out, guys.
Guess I was wrong.
I guess what Sparkman must be thinking here, 3:12 remaining in the first half. Hillcrest driving. If Hillcrest scores, they want to try to preserve time to try to get that score back.
I don't like that, though. I mean, we got it on the 15 right now, and that's your last time out there. To me, I just wouldn't waste it right there. It's not like we have an inside first and goal situation right there. A lot of football to be played left in this half.
The Patriots at the 16-yard line now, 1st and 10 in the Centel Home Design red zone. Thanks, Centel Home Design.
Chris and Jennifer. Thank you, Chris and Jennifer.
Jessica.
Jessica.
What's your name again?
Jesus. Sorry, Jessica.
Get a name tag, Jessica.
I would never call a name wrong, would you?
Are you kidding
That would
me?
never happen to me.
We all do that.
I say that tongue in cheek,
Oh, absolutely. Brad is much better at names than either of us.
Oh.
You know I would never do that, Billy.
Man. I will say, Brian and I have been coaching tennis together for so long, I never forget. In the newspaper, wrote it up as Brad Armstrong and Brian Armstrong.
Yeah, they did. Yep. No, it was Brad Perano.
Brad Perano and Brian Armstrong. What's
Brian? Anyway, you're right.
You're right.
Kind of interchangeable, you know?
God, that was like 10 years ago.
It was.
Bryson under center. Hands it off to Christian Ritchie up the gut. Christian burst his way down to the 5-yard line. He's very close to a first down.
I think he's got it, Brent.
Yep. It's close. He's going to be just short, boys.
Just short, yes. It'll be 2nd and about a half yard
Golly,
from
they
the
stopped
6.
that clock for a while. Because I left it running. There should be 4 more seconds on it.
That's a good time management team. I will say, that's what I want my home clock to do.
Hillcrest is kind of taking their time a little bit to run as much clock as possible.
Jamie Mitchell wouldn't hate a first down, no touchdown here either.
Bryson, the belly G to.
It's close. You got it.
Good.
You got it.
Good.
Just what you ordered, Coach B.
That was Javion Lowe, and he's got the first down inside the 5 down to about the 4.
Guys, I'm really excited to have Javion's name called out so much tonight.
More in the stable.
I think because one of our keys to victory was to have another name on the offensive.
You're right, and there it is.
That's right. That's
Let's
good.
take our time.
And there's a down spark, or the down
injured
senator.
player.
Oh. We wasn't down long. Oh, he's still down.
I don't think he's hurt. I think he's just filibustering.
Oh.
Is that a little strong Thurman tactic?
Yeah.
You've been in my room for that one.
Yeah, that's right. You love to teach about filibustering. You just like the word, don't you? It's a fun word to say, filibustering.
It's a fun story to
filibustering.
tell. Well, he's jogging off well. Jogging off well. We certainly hope he's well.
See, yeah, he was just filibustering.
Yeah. Now, does that reset the play clock, guys? You
Yes.
don't know that? Okay,
Yes,
so
but
he
it's
started
probably
at
a
40.
25. No.
So when
it
he went
should
down
be
with
a 25 on the snap.
So when he went down at 38 and stopped the clock, they gained 13 seconds?
And it should be a 25-second clock.
Right.
But it won't start until the whistle, right? Like he'll say, okay, now
Blow
let's
the ball
go
to
in.
play.
Right.
Correct.
Then
That's
why
right.
do they have it set on 40?
Well, I think I'd like to answer that question, but it shouldn't be a 40-second clock here.
Okay, let's wind it.
I guess it is a 40-second clock. It did
that's
give
nice
us a bunch of
'cause
time.
Hillcrest can run a bunch more time if they want to, but Bryson is under
That's an
center.
offsides
and he
on Sparkman.
draws a Senator offsides.
Does that feel on purpose, anybody else, to once again stop the clock? That did to me.
Offsides to stop the clock?
Maybe so.
Yes, because
Yeah, but they're going from the 4 to the 2 now.
you're
Yeah,
right,
but
but
they
we're
know-
going to score, and that gives Sparkman more time.
Actually, the ball is spotted on the 1-yard
Here's
line.
the other. There are new clock rules this time that I got to learn.
Right. I would
Oh, the
use.
clock's
I'd be
running.
interested
The
to see if
clock's
we
running.
use all this clock.
Bryson
The answer is no.
hands it off. Christian Ritchie is in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
That's great.
Isn't it?
Yes, it
okay,
is.
it was a late call.
No,
but
near
yeah.
side line judge had it immediately.
Okay.
Coach.
1:58 remaining in the first half. Hillcrest extends the lead to 15-7 pending the extra point attempt.
Ben, you had a really good call on that. That's good.
Thanks, Billy.
Yep.
Ben, you've been working on that one. You've been quiet a while.
You know who was really good?
I thought I struck at the right time.
All right, here we go. Here we go, guys.
Okay.
The Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt. Dr. Brandy Patterson of Brookwood Women's Health Center. The snap, the hold by Jordan Chambers-Smith. The kick is up by Hudson Hall, and the kick is good. You know, I made a good call. You made a good analysis. Coach P, you jumped in with something good, but you know who was horrible?
That would be Billy.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh,
Jerry. I thought it was Billy. Okay,
Gary, not
Remember
Jerry.
last
Gary.
week?
Yep.
The official.
Oh, Gary. Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Man, I tell you what,
You know,
those
it's funny.
guys, those clowns below us
I
last
had
week.
more
man.
texts about the broadcast that were regarding him than anything that happened on the field or any of the shenanigans we had up in the booth.
Terrible, Gary.
Yep.
That was terrible, Gary.
All right, let me give you some scores from round
Let's do
7A.
it.
Please
This
do.
is all 7A based.
Okay.
Let's
RSV
start
Design
with-
scoreboard update.
That's right. Thanks again to Robin Spence Vanderford and RSV Designs. I've got Spain Park 20, Hoover 12. Bob
Time?
Jones lead. It just says second quarter.
Okay.
I've got Bob Jones leading Lee of Huntsville 34-0. That's right down the street. Baker over Bryant. That's Alma Bryant, by the way. 16-0. That's a Mobile battle. Foley leads BC Rain 25-14. Oak Mountain over Pelham 24-6. Opelika leads Callaway 28-7. Central of Phoenix City over Lutheran North. I'm not sure where those guys are from, but it's 9-0. Enterprise over Pike Road 7-0. Muscle Shoals leads
Good game.
Florence 14-13, and we got a kick.
All right, here we go with the Hillcrest tennis kickoff from the foot of Hudson Hall. Hudson toe to leather kicks this one to the right side, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. That will be a penalty, and I feel pretty confident that the Senators will take it at the 35.
To wrap up 7A scores, boys, 34-0. Austin leads Decatur. Prattville over Stanhope Elmore 14-0. Valley leads Smith Station. Wow, Smith Station cannot lose to Valley. 9-3. Mary G. Montgomery and Gulf Shores tied at 14. Auburn leads Vestavia 14-7.
That's a good game.
I agree.
It's a good showing by Vestavia.
I agree. Viger leads Tuscaloosa County 29-7.
Good showing by
Boaz over Albertville 35-0. Hewitt Trustful leads Gadsden City 21-7. And that's it from 7A.
Okay.
Did you say good showing from County?
Wow, I didn't expect him to score. Did you? Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I would say low blow, but oh well.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Our good friend, did one of us say shenanigans? Did I say shenanigans? I don't know.
I don't know.
I say shenanigans sometimes.
You just said it 3 times.
Well,
as a
I
matter
know
of
it, but
fact.
our good friend Mark Nelson just texted me that, and I was like, okay.
Shenanigans.
Okay, I'll say it again.
Williams with a jet sweep. Nice pickup of about 7. The jet sweep there by Cameron Reynolds. It'll be second down at about 3. But the thing about that is they don't have any more timeouts. The clock continues to roll. 1:41 and counting here in the first half.
That scrambling quarterback does give him a chance, though.
It's true. The backyard football style that he has. Here's Cameron Williams again, this time straight up the middle. He's fighting for yardage. Looks like he's got enough as he crosses the 45 to the 46. He gets the first down.
Let's see. Okay, now what's the white? I want to see the white cap mark the ball. I mean, not mark the ball, but signal. Okay,
He's
clock.
in. He's in.
Okay,
He got
they
it.
did a good job. The clock was right on the white cap. Yep.
1:22.
Sometimes you can get a few seconds right there if you're the home clock guy.
Williams will hand it off over left guard this time. That's Jabari Davis on the carry. He'll pick up just a couple down to about midfield. 1:07 and counting. The clock does not stop at all. Quickly up to the line are the Senators. Williams back to pass. Plenty of time looking downfield, now being pressured, and throws this one complete to one of his coaches on the sideline at about the 44. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't play on the team, and it doesn't count. And he's out of bounds.
And he's out of bounds as well.
Mark Nelson said that shenanigans sums up the broadcast crew.
Oh, nothing better. Nothing better.
I
In fact,
totally
I think
agree.
that may be a kind assessment by Mr. Nelson right
Do we
there.
need a sign for that, Brent?
I have a friend from Chicago who says shenanigans a lot, and this is how she says it. Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Yeah. Can that be on a sign?
Shenanigans?
Yeah, maybe not like that.
Anything but that.
54.3 seconds left. Williams back to pass, a little bubble screen.
he got it. Oh, I
and
thought he got it.
almost picked off by Zay Hall at about the 46-yard line.
Mark, speaking of shenanigans, I think that's the definition.
We're the worst. Look, you're not supposed to talk during the play-by-play guy,
can't
and
help it.
Brian and I are the worst.
You are.
We always step on
terrible.
your toes, but it's just our emotion. And
know.
Zay Hall had that in his left paw, and I was like, ah!
Back to you, Brent.
All right, so it's fourth down.
Take it from here, Ben.
Fourth and about 7, and Sparkman will punt this one away with 49.8 seconds left. I like our chances of getting another score here potentially with Caden Smith and Jordan Chambers-Smith back here deep at the Hillcrest 20. It is a fumbled punt. He does get the kick away, though.
Good job.
And they're just going to let it drop. It takes a Sparkman bounce and will be down at about the 3-yard line. So with 38 seconds left, 97 yards to go, what do you do here?
Knee.
I take a knee.
Yeah.
Knee.
Yeah, we get the ball to start the second half. There's no point in trying to be crazy here.
Right, no risk
I take a knee and take it to the half.
Yeah,
Now,
agreed.
They don't have a timeout, so they can't stop the clock. You take one knee and so
That's it.
It's a danger zone here, and their defensive line has won so many battles this half, in my opinion, that you just kind of take it to the half.
In fact, I get it. This
Yep.
half was just jointed on both sides,
Yep.
but I'll take a 9-point lead getting the ball anytime on the road.
Oh, I agree with that.
Tough, though. I mean, think about that. Both teams came out to warm up. We've been here for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
The team has, and then having to go back into the locker room, then come back out.
Yeah, that was tough.
Looks like we are just planning to take a knee.
Yep, the victory formation. I guess it's the victory of the first half.
There we go.
That should do it, boys.
All right, so the clock will expire here in the first half with Hillcrest up 16-7 over the Sparkman Senators here in Harvest, Alabama.
Brandon, are we staying live for Pride of Patriot Parkway, or do we take a quick commercial?
If you want to take a break, let's do it now.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll take a break. Okay. So there may be one more snap remaining.
No, they're good. They're done.
So it's
Like play
halftime.
club, yep.
16-7 Hillcrest. Back after this with the Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. Keep it here on the Hill.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house designed Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at bamastuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies. And I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
And now take a moment to enjoy the Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band from Hillcrest High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Hillcrest High School Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band. Join us on a journey through our emotions as we explore our innermost feelings in our show titled Emotional Odyssey. Tonight's performance features music from Beethoven, Queen, and Simon and Garfunkel. Please enjoy as drum majors Elliott Brown and Emerson Gore and the Hillcrest High School Marching Band take the field. under the direction of Ms. Megan Miller and Mr. Xavier Dickerson, assisted by Ms. Brooke Mason and Mr. Sam Becker. Our visual sponsor is Ms. Madison Everson. On behalf of the Hillcrest High School Band, we say, go Pats!
All right, welcome back. Great job by the Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band once again. We are at halftime now. Your score, Hillcrest 16, Sparkman 7, here with 12:30 remaining in the halftime before we start back again. The Sparkman Band will be on the field, but we're going to continue on with our usual halftime show. Although, is this fortunate or unfortunate that they won't be able to see us in a booth shot?
Definitely fortunate.
Fortunate for them.
Let's start out with an RSV Design scoreboard update, guys.
Okay. 20 to 12. Excuse me. Is that right? 20 to 12.
20 to 12. Yeah.
20 to 12.
Yep, you're
Vestavia over Hoover right now at half.
I just looked. Viger leads Tuscaloosa County 29-7.
Okay, same score there.
Yep. I've got Muscle Shoals leads Florence 14-13. Bessemer City leads Woodlawn 16-0. I have to kind of get away from that because remember, we don't need to know that. Do we have like a
turn crowd down noise down?
No.
Okay.
It's just picking up off of our mics.
That's right.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn around. Maybe that will help. Let's see.
You can get out of the booth shot. They can't see us at all.
Bryant leads Minor 7-3.
Mountain Brook leads Parker 15-9.
I bet that's a good game.
I bet it is too.
McAdory leads Helena 13-7. Let's see.
There you go.
Oh, that was great. Whatever you just did.
Leave that. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, whatever you just did, that was fantastic.
Saraland leads Blunt 56-0 at halftime.
Holy cow.
I know. Athens leads Buckhorn. Did you already say that? 28-7 at half.
No, you got it. Jasper leads Sipsey Valley 34-21.
Hewitt up 21-7 over Gadsden City at half. Just trying to think of other things.
Right down the street, Hazel Green leads East Limestone 12-0.
Okay.
Now remember, they
East
have the
Limestone.
weather.
What
East
class are they? 5?
4 or 5.
Okay.
But remember, Hazel Green was where the storm was.
Right.
So I'm looking at it says first quarter.
That makes sense.
Yep. Austin leads Decatur 34-0.
We did have obviously a short weather delay, but I have a feeling we were fortunate because it could have been much worse.
Oh, here's a good one. Whatever just happened, that was worse.
I got it.
Central, after their big win over County High last week, kind of continuing with the momentum, they lead Calera 33-7.
Who did Northridge beat last week? Calera or Chelsea?
Did Northridge win last week?
They won 30-27. They won by 3 over one of those C schools.
I don't know. I have no idea. I bet I could find out. By the way, Theodore leads Spanish Fort 7-3. Did you already say that?
No, I didn't. That's another good game.
Yeah. I was looking for a Northridge score. They're taking on ACA tonight. I don't see that in my.
After I saw 7-0, that was the end of it.
7-0 who?
7-0 ACA. Maybe that pick 6 they had?
Oh, yeah. Okay, Max Prep says nothing. Like not a score.
All right, guys.
Yeah, what you got, buddy?
Are y'all ready for the stat line?
Let's do it. Yes, I love this part.
The Two Gals Salon stat line.
Hey, thank you, Lori Lynn.
Thank you, Lori Lynn. Yes.
By the way, thanks to Brian Kimbrough for keeping stats for us in the stands and sending them to us at halftime and at the end of the game. Yeah, just go away. There you go. No, all right, cool. We're having to adjust because the camera, the switcher automatically goes to the booth and there's nothing on the booth shot because it's so dark here. Okay, so anyway, you guys want to take a guess at the total yardage for the two teams?
Total like both of them combined?
Well, no.
Oh,
individually, each team.
Which one first would you want?
You decide.
Okay, I'll go. Let's do the home team first, Sparkman, and I'll go first. You know, they got a lot of third down conversions, a lot of fourth down conversions. Seems like they did well on that. So I'm going to say 121 yards.
Brad?
I feel like Sparkman may have done a little better than that. I'm going to go with 150.
Guys, I don't know if this is accurate, but I have 39 rushing yards, 23 receiving yards, and add on 49 yards in penalties against Hillcrest.
There were a lot of penalties.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Total yards?
No, it
doesn't
doesn't. But
count
that's
total
what's making you a little bit off here.
Yeah.
So what does that matter?
So 39 and 20 and 23.
That's
62.
62 total
yes,
yards
thank you.
for Sparkman.
I said that's
But-
62.
But if you add that 49,
Right.
you know that puts them
Well, it's still
over
under
100
what,
yards.
but it's still under what we
but it's
guessed,
still
yes.
it's still a lot closer to what y'all are guessing.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But I think that's why y'all were guessing
I
that. 'cause
think
there's been
so.
a lot
I
of big
totally agree
penalties.
with that. Totally agree.
Okay, you want to take your guess for Hillcrest?
I think the number, I'll go first on that one.
Okay.
I think the number is probably higher than what I've originally anticipated that we would produce. I think the Hillcrest offense probably ended up in the neighborhood of about, I'll take 165 yards.
I'm going to go slightly less. In my head, I had mid to high 140, so I'm going to say 147.
You're close, Coach P. 140.
Ah, good
98 on the ground and 42 through the air.
job. Only 42. Does it have specific, like, Bryson's totals? Like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
was Bryson?
Bryson was 5 for 7 for 42 yards.
Okay.
Jacoby Harris has 6 carries for 61 yards.
Huh.
Nice first half. Christian Ritchie 6 for 36.
How about
and a touchdown.
How about Javion Lowe?
Javion Lowe 2 for 11.
Huh.
Caden Smith 1 for 5.
Okay.
Bryson 6 for -2, but that's as a result of all
That's
those
right.
sacks.
That's right.
All right, so there you have it. Oh, let's look at the receiving leaders. Caden Smith with 2 catches for 29 yards. Jacoby Harris 1 for 14. Jordan Chambers-Smith 1 for 3. Christian Ritchie 1 for -1.
Okay.
So,
Wait a minute. Christian Ritchie with a catch for -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed the first part.
Right.
That was
caught
like,
it,
that
got
can't be right.
tackled behind
Yeah,
the line of
right. I
scrimmage,
got you. Yep.
Okay, so there you have the Two Gals Salon stat line. Thank you so much to Lori Lynn, who travels back and forth between Moundville and Fairhope. Works at Tammy's Salon in Moundville part of the week, and part of the week in Fairhope at Two Gals Salon. That's a great thing because she cuts my hair, and I don't know if I could live without her with this, beautiful haircut that I have.
Yeah, you got good hair. Well, my stepdad would say you've got kind hair. Kind that grows on a horse's rear end.
All right.
So, anyway.
Okay, so there we go. All right, guys, let's move along in our halftime extravaganza.
You got it.
Is that what you mean?
Let's move along.
Let's do it.
And let's go to our college football
I'm ready.
preview because, guys, it's week 1.
Hey!
It's week 1. We actually have some
Let's
real
go.
decent
Tomorrow,
games
I get
coming
to watch
up.
the Tennessee Volunteers. And I think, guys, I think I read this correctly, that Tennessee is wearing their new edition smoky grays with a really good tribute to the Tennessee TriStar.
You know what I like? Man, I like a team that sticks with tradition and keeps the uniform the same.
I bet you do.
The whole dominant way throughout their history.
You know what? When I
Absolutely.
think of tradition, I
Like
think
the Alabama Crimson Tide, right?
when I think of tradition,
Right, Billy?
I think of you. I think of you, Ben.
That's us.
College football preview brought to you by Tiger Rock.
And you know what? The joke store called.
They're running out of you. The joke store called. They're running out of you.
Just go on with the picks, Ben.
Okay. Our first one has the Western Kentucky Red Blobs. What are they?
The Hilltoppers.
Hilltoppers. Look, I found a picture of him with Grimace.
That's
Like
not,
hanging-
okay. Yeah, that's
hanging
good.
out with Grimace.
Okay, yeah, I like it. I like
The
it.
Hilltopper with because we had a little tribute to Grimace last week.
We did. He's a purple taste bud.
He's a
or
taste
something.
bud. Yes,
Okay,
a taste
sure.
bud. Anyway, Alabama is a 31.5-point favorite at home. Who wants to
I
go
don't
first?
go against Alabama. Alabama.
If it was 65, he's taking Alabama.
It was 165. I take Alabama.
All right, you know what?
I can't take not.
I mean, the thing is, it's Kalen DeBoer. I'm interested to see this. I do think Alabama wins big. I think they cover.
Okay,
And I'll
I'm
take
agreeing
that.
too. I think that it's going to be an offensive show. And you know who's going to be a star in the game?
Hollywood.
Ryan Williams.
Ah,
He has been lighting practice on fire. He's been stealing all the headlines. He had two
he been stealing all the signs.
two receiving games scrimmages over 100 yards the past 2
We
scrimmages.
shall see. I will say
The new deuce is loose.
Now look,
in Tuscaloosa.
Is that what number he's going to be? 2?
Yeah,
2.
Okay.
number 2.
I do think he's going to be fantastic. I'm serious. However, I feel like tomorrow might not be his day, and just because it's a new day, it's a totally different level of athlete. But he has been going through fall practice. I get it. I get it.
Alabama.
Against great athletes. I know. But I do think Miss Jessica Skelly hollering at us.
Hey,
former
we missed
Hillcrest
you at
Patriots.
Sparkman. We missed her on the
She
Euro
works here at
100
Sparkman.
hallway.
Wow. That's exactly
Was it
right.
Hillcrest for what, 7 or 8 years?
Oh, you
How
keep
long
7
were
or
you
8
at
years?
Hillcrest?
How long, Skelly?
7, 8 years?
How long
Okay,
were you at
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest? 10?
9.
Nine years.
Okay, well,
Okay.
9 years.
Well, great.
She's brought her show to the Spark. Now, for those of you that don't know, Jessica Skelly is from the Huntsville area.
Right.
She's a Bob Jones Patriot.
That's right.
That's where she went to high school. So now, being a Sparkman senator, she just likes to hang out with old politicians.
That's it. That's it.
Right.
Bye, Jessica.
And
Good
glad
luck.
to see you, Jessica.
Likes to come and say hi to
That's
old
exactly
announcers
right. We're
and
so glad to
teachers.
see her. So glad to see her.
All right, so we all got Bama, right?
Yep, got Bama.
You writing this down?
Yep.
Who's writing this down?
You'll write it down later.
No, I don't
I don't have a
Oh,
pen.
I'll write it
Will you
down.
write
Sure,
it down?
I don't
Okay.
care to write it down.
Who all we have,
Yep.
okay? Easier for me to keep up.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the big matchup in Florida, the traditional matchup brought back to life this year with the Miami Hurricanes against the Florida Gators, and the Gators are actually a 3-point favorite.
That's foolish. I don't think the Gators are very good. I think Miami is a playoff team. Are they really getting 3?
What?
It's hard
I
to
do.
play it.
Playoff team?
I do.
It's hard to play in
Miami
the swamp.
is. I will take Miami getting the 3. Miami's laying the 3.
Miami is.
Do I? Oh, you're right. Miami is
Okay.
a 3-point favorite. Not
Oh, okay.
I said it
still,
backwards.
okay, I'm
I'm
going to
sorry.
still
I'm sorry.
take Miami, but that feels a little more right to me.
Okay, I'm going with the Gator Chomp.
Okay.
I think Billy Napier is going to have this team moving in the right direction.
What was their
here
over under
pretty
a win?
soon.
4.5? Is that what we did last week?
4.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this probably is necessary for them to hit that over. I forget what I told
They also have one of the toughest schedules in the
Correct.
country.
Probably because of a game like this.
Yeah, true. But in the swamp, getting 3
Okay.
points, I'm going with the Gators.
I'll take the Hurricanes.
Okay, wait a minute. So Brent with Florida, Brian with Miami, and I'm telling you, I'm taking Florida. I think
Okay, good.
Napier's a decent coach.
Now I'm regretting my pick.
I mean,
I just like being lone wolf.
Okay, go next.
All right, here we go. We've got the USC Trojans taking on the LSU Tigers. The Tigers
Wow.
a 4.5-point favorite.
These are the top 2 picks in the last NFL draft, correct? Caleb
that's
Williams,
right.
that's Jaden Daniels,
But
1
they're
and 2,
both
back
gone.
to Chicago and then Washington. So, sorry, I kind of took over there. 15.5-point USC under. Wow.
Wait, no, what? 15.5. Is that what you have?
No, he's looking at
Oh,
some
I'm
of the
sorry.
statistic. Yep.
Sorry, 4.5
Yes,
points.
4.5, right.
That feels right. Golly. I'm going to take LSU. The Swamp is a tough place to play. I'll take LSU.
But it's
Yeah,
in
and
Las
so
Vegas.
is Tiger Stadium.
Golly.
But the game is in Las Vegas.
It's seriously
Gee.
doubtful that
Oh, is it
USC and LSU would play
The
at the
game
Swamp.
is
You're right,
in
you're right, you're right.
Las Vegas
Yep.
at Allegiant Stadium.
Good call there, Bob.
But, Ben, I'm going to take LSU.
I'm still taking LSU.
I'm taking LSU.
Despite misspeaking 12 times.
I'm going with LSU to win big.
Look, I just don't think I don't have a whole lot of confidence in USC, about like I have in this freaking tower
Yeah, no
that we're standing in. This thing's rocking more than the Sears Tower in a windstorm. I'm telling you, we're going to bite the dust. So if we die, somebody else take over the broadcast, please. All right, go.
All right, so
Next
we got
game.
Notre Dame traveling to College Station to take on the Aggies. The Aggies are a 3-point favorite at home.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. This feels kind of weird. Remember Mike Elko's the new head coach of the Aggies? A totally different feel for Texas A&M. There used to be a lot of, I don't know, shenanigans coming out of College Station because.
Shenanigans.
Well, what's his name? Deadgummit.
Jimbo?
Jimbo Fisher.
You couldn't think of Jimbo?
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm
we
sorry.
are getting old
Look,
here.
whatever, Ben.
Yeah.
Now, Jimbo Fisher, I always thought was an idiot. So, I shouldn't say that.
But
He
you kinda
just
look
did a lot
like
of
him with your
talking.
glasses
I
down on
do.
your
I
nose
know
like
I
that.
do. But whatever the case is, I think Mike Elko is much more businesslike. I'm taking Texas A&M.
I'm going with A&M as well.
And what is the
Pete?
line? I'm so sorry.
3.
A&M's favored by 3.
I'll take Notre Dame and get the 3.
Okay.
Wow.
Notre
okay.
Dame, the number 7 team in the country to start the season.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Next.
All right, so the big game of the day, there's a 13.5-point difference, but this is still a good matchup. 2 very strong historic programs, Clemson and Georgia, playing in Atlanta. Clemson, a 13.5-point underdog. Dabo Swinney, of course, refuses to deal with the transfer portal. That's obviously hurt him the past couple of years. But does he have it back together? Can he get his team back to where they used to be, or at least close, and show that they're somewhat back against Georgia?
Who's the Clemson quarterback?
I don't know.
Is it Deshaun Watson?
No, it's
Is
Klubnik.
Is it Trevor Lawrence?
It's Klubnik.
He can't win without one of those two.
Yeah.
I will take Georgia by 3 scores.
Okay, and interesting here, I have a little typo here, an accidental plus 31.5 on top of the Georgia Bulldog helmet. I don't know why that's there, but
you
anyway.
took Georgia?
I took Georgia.
Georgia,
I did.
13.5
Who'd you
favorite.
take?
What do you got?
You took Georgia?
I have not picked.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
Okay,
and I'll
well,
pick after
look,
you.
you talked about the transfer portal, and Dabo doesn't like it. I know. The Clemson Tigers have the highest graduation rate
99%
in Division I football. It's got to count for something. I'll take Clemson to cover.
Okay, you see, I wanted to wait to make my pick to see what you said because I was kind of undecided.
It's fine. I know you're taking Georgia.
And so, right, since you picked Clemson and Bob over there picked Georgia.
Good. Definitely.
Ben, Bob, and Brent.
That's it. Ben, Bob, and Brent.
I'm Brent
Ben,
now, though.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're Brett.
I'm Brett. That's it.
You're Brett.
Ben. I get Brett, Bart, Bert, all this stuff, yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I'm serious. This is dead serious. When I go to the store, or when I go to the restaurant, you know how you say, can I get a name for that order? I literally always say Brad, B-R-A-D.
Oh.
Well, Griffin starts to mess with me and be like, Dad, I think they can spell Brad. And I'm like, yeah, but what happens is whenever I say Brad, 9 times out of 10, people will come out and they say, order for Brian, order for Brian. And
I get
don't say
Brad
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
Because when you say Brent fast, it's kind of hard
I get a
to
lot of
understand.
Ryan.
Ryan,
Hey,
yeah.
Ryan.
I said, so
That's
does
me.
me
That's
saying
me.
Brad sound
Yep.
like Brad?
Hey, the bottom line, though, Brent, Brian, Brad, the Killer Bees.
Oh, we're awesome. I tell you what, we're bad.
Okay, I still haven't made my pick.
Yeah, you did. Georgia.
Okay, yeah, I'm going with Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, that's it for the picks.
All right, so
Thank
yeah,
goodness.
we have a commercial break.
Well, you
that
better
I don't
take it.
think we're going to get to.
No, let's take it. We'll
because
just owe one later.
yeah, we'll do 2 in the third quarter, okay, or maybe in the fourth quarter. We'll just
I
be
tell you
behind
what,
one.
the best director of the night award goes to Michael Wynn.
Yeah, Michael's like, hey, you're
Michael was
skipping a break
fantastic.
here.
Good.
Come on, buddy.
God knows we need the help.
No doubt.
Okay, let's get off of this, Michael, and get onto the football field for the kickoff. All right, here. You need some help here? Okay. All right, take that. Can you go to the scoreboard script? Oh, wait. Here, let me do this.
Now, Hillcrest receiving the ball here in the third with this Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
Yes.
Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Here we go. All right, I'm ready for Caden Smith to break one here.
Nobody,
like that
nobody
call,
hosts a doubles tournament better than we do.
Absolutely. And if you still want to enter, call us.
That's
Here's
right.
the kick. Caden Smith goes back for it. He'll get a chance to
got a
return
shot.
this as he catches it at the 2, but he bobbles it. He's still able to run upfield, and he bobbles it again. And who has the ball?
They do.
Oh, goodness. Play the replay on that one, Michael. Caden Smith having trouble holding on to the ball here tonight. He gets stripped. The Sparkman Senators recover at the 9-yard line, and they are in business here with 11:48 remaining in the third quarter, down by a score and ready to make this a close game.
Listen, I realize that's a horrible play. I mean, that's just a tough break. But what I like, immediately when Caden makes the mistake, did you guys see? There were 3 or 4 Hillcrest defenders that immediately went up to him and patted him on the helmet. You know, kind of like, don't worry about it, we got your back.
It happens. He does a lot more positive for the team.
That's exactly right. It's like, keep your head up, we still need you type of thing.
Right,
So credit to all those kids for having that kind of attitude.
Yep. Keaton Williams in shotgun formation. Jabari Davis flanks him to the left. 2 wides to the short side of the field, 1 to the far side. Keaton Williams will keep it around left end.
Did he just bounce off his own guy?
And he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe he loses a yard back to the 10.
Michael, can you run a replay?
Well, it's a little bit late for it now.
Jeremiah Beverly tackled him with his numbers.
I do want to mention that for just a second. I'll try to be brief, but I think it says a lot about the Sparkman offensive line that we haven't mentioned.
Well, Tavion Johnson had a couple of big plays with an injury, but I see him back in there at right end. Off to Jabari Davis on the little delayed handoff, nowhere to go. As he'll get about a yard, and it will be 3rd down and goal line.
Big play here, guys.
I agree.
I mean, pretty significant. You fumble, they recover within the inside your own 10-yard line.
This is
a huge potential. Huge potentially.
Calling the signals. 2 wides to the right, 2 to the left. He's flanked by a back to his left. Here's the snap being rushed.
Pickett.
The pass is over the head of his intended receiver, number 13, Nathaniel Davis. Almost picked off as here on the replay.
Who was that, Brent?
That was
number 6.
Oh, no, that was Jamarian Bennett.
No, it was number, was it 0?
Bennett.
Yeah, I think
yep,
it was 0.
I think you guys are right. You guys are.
He's got the nose for the ball. Yeah, he does. And, Coach Mitchell says he's never seen a player like him with that kind of nose for the ball.
Something to be saying with 28 years as a head coach.
Yeah, huge for the defense here to hold a 1st and goal by the Spartans and force a 26-yard field goal attempt. 10:27 remaining in the 3rd quarter. The snap, the placement, the kick is up, and the kick is
good.
Just through the right
He missed it.
Yep.
I know.
Jamarian Bennett almost came through to block it, but as it is, 16-10 now in favor of the Not a great way to start the second half.
Like Brad was saying, that defense picking up Caden after he had the fumble. Listen, Caden, he was just trying to make a play. They all, the D knows that, and not only did they pick him up on the field, helping him out verbally, they also picked him up right there, holding them to 3.
Absolutely.
Giving us another shot at the ball right now. And Caden's going to be chomping at the bit right now, wanting to get it back on this kickoff return.
Well, that was a big play, guys. And, the response emotionally, I think, is important because it's probably going to give Caden a lot more composure or at least
I wouldn't be surprised to see him take this one 99.
Yeah, I agree. Because, he's got this – he's kind of has this really high level of concern anyway, and then he also has a really high level of athletic ability, and then a chance at retribution can certainly be a good motivator.
He's bobbled 2 of them tonight. I wonder if that's in his head.
A little bit.
Well,
it may be.
It's different. I'm telling you, when you start looking at the defense instead of the ball, you're going to bobble.
Yeah.
But that's a really easy thing for me to say standing up here.
Hillcrest Tennis kickoff. Thanks to the fabulous coaching staff of Hillcrest Tennis sponsoring our kickoffs.
Those guys are good.
Bill and John, they're great. Here's the kick, and this one will go into the end zone. Caden won't get a chance, and Hillcrest will start at their 20.
Sparkman's defense has been better than I would have thought.
Yes,
prior
agreed.
to the game. After giving up 38 points to Spain Park last, and I have zero idea how the 38 points was earned by Spain Park. But just the fact that Spain Park scored 38,
I agree,
would make me think, okay, Sparkman's defense probably not great. They've looked pretty good tonight, guys.
I agree, and I wonder if any of those points for Spain Park last week were on the from their defense with a brand new quarterback.
Correct.
All right, so Bryson in shotgun, 2 wides to the short side of the field, actually 3 to the short side on the left, 1 to the wide side in single coverage. Bryson takes the snap, slings it out to the left side complete, and scooting down the sidelines for about 7 yards goes Jacoby Harris.
Guys, how many plays did there's an injured player. Take a break
Okay,
here?
yeah. With this injury timeout, we'll take a break and try to make it up. Back after this, 16-10 Patriots. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Hey, Patriot Nation, come on down to the Frame Shack. Frame Shack can make your art, photos, and keepsakes come alive and become a focal point in your home, office, or place of business. For over 35 years, Frame Shack has been custom making frames for art, mirrors, photos, and shadow boxes. They offer a fine line of molding, mats, artwork, and ready-made frames. Frame Shack is family-owned and always guaranteed to frame with a personal touch.
Go, Pats!
When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house designed Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at bamastuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
That's right there, and it looked like he could be lost a pick. Lose a yard or two. Kind of shed 3 tacklers, stumbled for about an 8-yard gain for a first down.
That looked like he picked up a yard at best.
You're right.
But he just kept running at a little bit of a, kind of a 2 o'clock motion.
Do you think that was the design play, Brian?
I don't know, but they did run the jet motion. He was supposed to kick it out to the right. Off tackle, and then he just kept bouncing it. See Hunter Wilson.
We are back under center, at least starting off in the I formation right here, Brad.
Yep, Javion Lowe is the tailback in this formation.
Here's the snap and the handoff on the belly G. Christian Ritchie picks up about 3 down into Sparkman territory at the 49-yard line.
Good job here by Jamie staying ahead of the sticks, making sure. It seems like last time, 2nd and 7 is a lot more manageable than even 2nd and 10 or 11. Gives us a lot more options here, guys. Keeps the defense on their toes more.
I do feel like this drive has been pretty diversified in play calling.
Back in the gun again.
Yep.
2 wides to the left, 1 to the short side of the field on the right. Line of scrimmage is the 49-yard line. Bryson back to pass. Little curl pattern completed here to the right side.
Get your stride.
Down the sideline, 20, 15, 10, and down to the 7-yard line after the big completion there to Jalen Cook.
Yep.
That was good. I think last week, and we talked about this off there, I think we may have even talked about it slightly on the air, there was a little bit of timing issue with the first game jitters. And when Bryson threw a few balls, maybe off timing, that timing was fantastic. And a little curl route by Jalen came back nicely. Bryson delivered it well and picked up nice yardage. Big yardage,
Bryson
actually.
under center, I formation. Javion Lowe at fullback. Christian Ritchie at tailback. Back behind him, 1 wide receiver, very wide out to the left. Here's a handoff to Javion Lowe. Pounds his way forward into the end zone and touchdown. Patriots. They extend the lead to 22-10. What an answer, first of all, after the fumble. After the fumble, the defense answered, held them to 3. It was 1st and goal inside the 10. Then the offense comes right back, drives it down their throats, and picks up the score.
I loved that drive for so many different reasons. One, of course, they scored a touchdown, but obviously the diversification of play calling, the formation.
Diversification of sets.
Oh, man,
you know
that's exactly what I mean. The looks that Coach Guy, Coach Mitchell, and I'm sure Coach Ashley will want some credit. But the looks that the offense provided in that particular series, or that set of, with that possession, was fantastic.
We always talk about, maybe in non-Hillcrest games, the changes, oftentimes a coach will win or lose a game by what he does at halftime. I think Jamie Mitchell and his staff, at least initially, halfway through the 3rd quarter, definitely won the halftime adjustments.
Okay, looks like the 2-point
touchdown,
conversion.
And then
2-point conversion attempt here.
There was some sort of penalty against us.
There was?
Yeah, but it will be enforced on the kickoff. I think it may be unsportsmanlike conduct.
Excessive celebration,
I
maybe?
guess. He gave
Taunting,
the unsportsmanlike
that kind of thing?
conduct call.
Yeah.
It'll be enforced on the kickoff.
Okay. So now for the Dr. Brandy Patterson of Brookwood Women's Health Center extra point attempt, Hudson Hall, I believe, will come on. Play clock is down to 10 seconds.
Okay.
They're going to have to hurry to get this one off. No,
Going for
Bryson
it.
is under center, going for the 2-point conversion. He takes the snap, the toss sweep.
Got it.
Yes, no problem at all, as Jacoby Harris walks in untouched to make it 24-10 Pats. Here with 7:26 remaining in this third quarter.
I got a question. I wonder, okay, Zero, what's the kid's name again? Fantastic player for them?
Yep, I got
Obviously, I can't see
That's
very
okay.
well.
We got Zero right here. That's going to be
Jamarian
Jamarian Matthews.
Just read my
Jamarian
handwriting
Matthews,
right
he came off the field with a bit of a cramping
Right.
issue, it appeared. Hopefully he's okay. I'm curious if
They saw
the
that he was
offense
gone?
didn't see, okay, he's off. We can run to that guy's side of the field.
Yeah.
He's been lining up on the right side, however, but he did see him on the left
I
some.
think that's exactly what happened.
And I think they saw it and they thought,
Yep.
let's go at him.
Yep.
And maybe that's not it, but at the same time, it kind of feels like, because I saw immediately Bryson put his arms up
Well,
like,
you
good
know,
call.
Hudson started running on the field.
Yeah.
And then at the last second, he ran off. The offense came back on.
Yes.
Play clock was running down. They ran the play.
I got a little shift right here. Is that our most impressive drive of the short season so far?
That was a
I thought
really
that
good
was
drive.
fantastic.
Could be.
I agree. I thought that was a fantastic drive.
And look, this Hillcrest tennis kickoff is going to be taking place way behind the
We've
baseline.
gotten,
Way behind the baseline. Look at you.
man.
Look
Looks
at you.
Like he spent a little time on the court.
What? For those of you non-tennis people, Brent is definitely racket savvy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Good old boom boom here.
Boom, boom,
yes.
Ben.
I love it. Oh, goodness. Hillcrest tennis kickoff. Hudson Hall ready to deliver. He's kicking off from his own 25 after the penalty is assessed. Nice high kick from Hudson.
Really good kick.
Fielded at the 25-yard line in stride. And a good return.
That's an illegal crackback.
All the way down to the 48-yard line. Let's see, we got a replay of the kickoff. See your crackback here.
I thought 54 cracked back illegally. See, I thought that was a crackback. That's
Yeah.
that's an illegal blindside
the officials didn't see it, so
Well, they didn't see it like
doesn't
I did,
count.
that's for sure.
They're going to mark him
Obviously.
down at the 46-yard line. So great field position for Sparkman to start this drive.
Relative to, obviously, plus the 15-yard penalty would still be good at the 31, but nonetheless,
you
correct.
can't be too happy
Correct.
about an excessive celebration taunting situation,
Correct.
giving Sparkman essentially this great field
Oh,
position.
wait a minute. By the way, we did kick it back. We did kick it 15 yards deep. I missed you guys talking about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah,
And
I
that's
missed
why
that.
they have such great field position.
That's correct.
Here's a handoff and a pickup of about 5. It'll be second down and 5 as Sparkman moves into Hillcrest territory at the 49.
For a gain of 5. Second and 5 centers.
Let's see if that defense can match the play-making ability of the offense from that previous drive.
24-10 Pats, 6:45 remaining in the third. Keaton Williams, the quarterback, in shotgun formation. He is flanked by Braylon Lawson. He swings this one out to the right side, and it is dropped right in the hands of number 6, Cameron Reynolds, but he cannot hold on.
And Brent, I think we were fortunate there. I don't know if he was going to the house there, but I do think he had 6 to 10 yards there.
Had some
and
open field.
Correct.
Yeah.
And, that's something we did benefit a lot last week against the Florence Falcons. A few drop passes from them as well. Big play. Let's get off the field.
We had to take a timeout, it looks like.
Yeah, so with this timeout, thanks Tidwell Paint and Body, we'll take a break too. We're back after this. Hillcrest 24-10 on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
Back here at Senator Stadium, Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, Brian Pirano. Those are our actual names. I got them right.
I can't remember.
I just work here.
Few RSB Design scoreboard updates. Spain Park up 27-19. Thank you to Coach Hatton for that. Northridge trailing American Christian Academy 14-7.
All right. Shotgun formation for Keaton Williams. The lefty, quick quarterback. He throws a quick pass over here to the left side. It is complete. It's enough for a first down to the 35-yard line. I think that's the best play I've seen them run all night.
Very good.
Timing.
That was a good play.
Delivered perfectly, 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, also, with Jonathan Rozier, the wide receiver, catching the ball, if we don't make that tackle, that one-on-one play, he's scoring. That was a good play. Despite the fact that we gave it pretty good yardage, still a nice one-on-one tackle.
The snap, Williams being pressured, gets this one away, and another completion to an assistant coach here on the sideline.
He looked like he was like, I got it.
I'm not sure Ford didn't have a play on it.
I know, I thought that too.
You know?
But it was out of bounds, guys. It was like 3 yards out of bounds.
Well, maybe. How far can you extend if your toes are in and you're leaning over?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe so.
I mean, I would guess the angle was way different for us now.
Is that his second catch on the sidelines tonight? Same guy?
I don't know if it's the same guy or not.
Here's the jet sweep around right tackle. Short gain there for Nathaniel Davis. Maybe about 2.
Yeah, initially when he caught that jet sweep, Brent, I thought he had a little more room, cut it up, and a great job by our D-line kind of collapsing the play when he did try to cut it up.
Absolutely. Only a gain of about 1.5 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 8. Oh, you're right. My bad.
Thank you, I know.
Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped pass as he heard footsteps on the pass over the middle. Got pounded right as he was trying to make the reception. It's incomplete. It's 4th down and a long 8 for the Senators.
Yeah, and I'd be shocked, Brent, if they bring the punt team out. Down 2 scores, kind of in no man's land right here. And I may be prepared to be shocked.
Yeah, they take a timeout here to discuss it. The line of scrimmage is the 34-yard line.
Well, Tidwells have gotten their money's worth tonight. Another Tidwell paint and body timeout. What did we have? 5 in the first half, the second half already?
Yeah. That's right.
This is
I missed it. Sparkman took this time out?
Yes. Sparkman did. Fourth and
trying to decide if they want to go for it here.
This does feel like almost like a must go.
Gotta go.
I mean, you're sitting at the 34-yard line.
Correct.
You punt, and at best,
you're right.
I mean, okay, at worst, you gain 14 yards.
Yep, and at best, you put it inside the 5.
Yards?
14 yards, yeah, because if they kick it in the end zone. I mean, you could try to, down it deep, but it's tough.
There's just not enough
That's a tough thing to do.
No.
It's just not enough of a risk-reward.
After this, even for a hopeful Sparkman team, they have 4 possessions, maybe 5. Down 2 scores, you just got to think.
Got to take those opportunities when they come.
That's correct.
Big play for Hillcrest as they had a really good drive last time. You'd like to think that this kind of is an opportunity to at least start grabbing some nails out of the bag. If they can stop
the
right
old
here.
coffin.
That's correct.
Correct.
If they can stop them.
Okay, Keaton Williams in shotgun on 4th down. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. He takes the snap, rolls to his left, looks downfield, and through the hands of his receiver, it would have been enough for the first down. And Brent, if he had been able to hold on to it.
I'm sorry, Brent, you're watching it. Did he have enough room to run for the first down there on the replay?
I think it would have been close.
Past the sticks?
I don't know.
He wasn't past the sticks, but I think you're right. It would have been close if he had tried to run for it.
Because initially I thought he's taking off. It's going to be a race to the sticks, diving for it. And then, honestly, it's a good read. Honestly, not a ton of touch on that ball. But it's still probably was a very catchable ball. Nonetheless, Hillcrest takes over. 5:33 left in this third quarter.
This is a great chance. If Hillcrest can kind of put together a second really good drive here. Not to take anything away from other drives in the first half, but I agree with you, Pete. That drive last time, I loved that. That was really good.
Bryson under center. Javion Lowe No, it's a belly G to Jacoby, I believe.
No, that's
Was that
Christian Ritchie.
Christian Ritchie. Christian with a nice burst on the belly.
Look, you got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right.
He was so tight up at the line of scrimmage, I couldn't see. So it was 2nd and 1 after the pickup of 9.
Do we go play action here? Try to get a good one?
You think that kid, I'm sorry, I know it has nothing to do with the game. There are kids all over the place with jerseys. I just happen to notice the kid's got a Russian hockey jersey on. You think he knows what that is?
No.
I mean, no way.
You think he's a big Ovi fan?
It says Russian in Russian.
That's not Ovechkin on the back?
Yeah, that's Alex Ovechkin.
Okay,
but
yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, it said
Russia in Russian.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't know that had nothing to do with the game.
Shotgun from Bryson on 2nd and 1. Bryson back to pass. Completed.
Good job.
To Jordan Chambers-Smith
No,
at
that's
the 50-yard line.
Cook again.
Oh, that was Jalen Cook.
God,
You're right. Gee.
Guys, 2 more
Okay.
guys. That's now 6 players that are making quality plays on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, obviously not named Bryson Kimbrough.
Has 11 had a catch tonight, Jordan Chambers-Smith?
I have not.
I
don't think
he
so.
has.
No, but we
That's
know
not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
I mean, obviously, we want the ball to him as well, but if Sparkman is keying on him after viewing the Florence film, good job.
You take what they give you,
Yeah,
right?
good read by Bryson as well.
Also, I love the timing.
Yep.
Great route there by Jalen Cook.
Bryson in shotgun again. Completes this one to Jacoby Harris, who makes a nice move on the sideline. Tiptoes down the sideline, north and south, all the way down to the 38-yard line, and that's a pickup of 8, and it'll be 2nd down and 2.
You may not be able to see it in the play-by-play, but what a great step aside by the freshman.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what a move. That kid's a freshman. That was a really spectacular move.
What grade is Cookie in?
Cookie's a junior.
So they're all around the field. All these kids
Cookie's
are
a junior. Yeah, he's a junior. He's same age as Griff. Yep.
Bryson under center now. I formation with Javion Lowe behind him at fullback. Christian Ritchie at tailback. The pitch to Christian Ritchie over left end. He gets past the sticks at the 39-yard line. It'll be enough for a Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Really well done there, boys. Again, so far, very impressive drive. Obviously, a long way to go. I don't want to take away from what's been done so far. I love the offensive.
Did he go out of bounds?
I think
he
so,
did.
yes.
Okay, my fault.
The offensive efficiency in the second half has been really good, boys.
1st and 10 for the Pats from the 38-yard line of the Senators. Here's the handoff to Christian Ritchie once again. Christian fights his way over right guard, down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of about 7 once again. Will be 2nd down and 3.
Brent, you're a broken record this half. On this first down, it seems like it's constantly 3 here, 5 here, 7 here. Just positive. Really giving us a chance, even 2nd 7, a chance for Bryson to make some plays.
Grinding out the win the old-fashioned way.
You're right. I think if Jamie had his druthers, that's kind of the way he likes it.
Yeah. 3:54 remaining in the third. Hillcrest up 24-10, grinding it away, threatening once again. Bryson back to pass. Looks down the right sideline. Jordan Chambers-Smith, and he catches it.
Oh, there's his catch.
Inside the 2-yard line.
He's right at the 1. I'm telling you, Brent, one of you guys said, does he even have a catch?
Well, yeah.
He does now.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And look at that balance and
I
concentration.
love it.
He spun completely around, kept his eyes on the ball, kept his feet in bounds, and made the catch.
Slightly underthrown, but a good job by Bryson not overthrowing him because he was wide open.
He just threw it to the outside, and I think Jordan was looking for it on the inside shoulder.
And really well delivered. I'm telling you, Bryson with a good ball, great offensive line play in the second half.
Bryson under center. 1st and goal from the 1. Belly G. No.
Oh, no.
It's a pitch out, and oh, my goodness. On the pitch, Hillcrest has lost possession of the ball.
It's okay. Transition. Look.
But look, here's the thing. If he had handed it off to Christian Ritchie, he walks into the end zone.
No doubt.
I thought he had.
Me too.
But then the pitch out was errant, so we lose the ball. Wow.
What is it? Steve Sims, my good friend. No good deed goes unpunished. And there it is.
He's trying to make a play there.
That's tough.
Oh, wow.
Can we go back and watch that
going to get the ball.
replay again? Watch this, guys. We're going to watch this replay again. You can see that Christian Ritchie walks into the end zone. Can you get to it? Okay, here we go, guys. Look, Christian Ritchie walks into the end zone if it's a handoff. What's going on?
Nothing. Just, yep.
All right, transition. You got to transition to the defense. That's just the way it goes. Of course, we got him in a good spot, but it's tough because we were able to capitalize.
After the turnover, Sparkman takes over 1st and 10 at their 6-yard line. Here's a handoff and a big gainer of about 10 up to the 16-yard line by Jabari Davis. They'll be very close. Yes, they're going to give him first down yardage. And Sparkman in hurry up, already up to the line of scrimmage. Hillcrest struggling to get into position. Here's a handoff to Jabari Davis once again. Not quite as much luck this time, as he'll be brought down after a gain of about 2. 2nd down and 8. Here they are up to the line of scrimmage in the hurry up once again. Oh, they gave him 4 on that one, 2nd and 6. What's happening here? Is
timeout,
Hillcrest?
That's our second.
Hillcrest calls timeout probably to make adjustments to this hurry up offense. Wow. Whew. 3:01 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Hillcrest up 24-10. They were going in 1st and goal from the 1, ready to make it pretty much out of reach at 31-10. And a fumble on the pitch out at about the 3-4 yard line, recovered at the 5.5 by Sparkman.
They'd already taken one of our balls.
Now Sparkman with the ball picks up a first down. They have it 2nd and about 6 from the 21 yard line as they've been in this hurry up offense, and Hillcrest calls a timeout to make an adjustment so they can be ready for the hurry up. They kind of had Hillcrest on their heels for a couple of plays.
They did.
No doubt.
And I think that took a lot of wind out of our sails. As, you know, honestly, myself included, I was already counting at 31-10 right there.
Yeah.
So I think that timeout, a great job by Coach Mitchell, Coach Patterson, getting our defense focused.
Keaton Williams calls the signals. Quick pass over here to the right side, 25-30, and enough for the first down after a pickup of about 7 to the 31-yard line.
That play, as long as if you can have that much distance between the defensive backs and the wide receivers, you're going to make a play a lot.
I agree.
Here's Jabari Davis with a carry up the middle. Not a whole lot of space for him as he's slung to the ground. Maybe about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
I will say, obviously, you're not going to go for some sort of, you're up 2 scores. You're not going to play press coverage.
Correct.
On on the other team's 30-yard line.
Right. Williams pitches on the ground, and does Hillcrest have it back? It's an incomplete pass. You're right. Play that replay.
Exactly right.
Because it's a forward pass on the pitch. It's a pitch on the jet sweep.
That's a good call. I don't even know why.
Yeah, you're
Brett,
right.
that was a good call by the official.
Yep. My instant reaction is fumble.
Mine too.
Yep.
Zari Hughes there ready to recover it for the Patriots, but unfortunately, like you guys said, incomplete pass. However, the good news is 3rd and 9. But is that good news with the way this offense loves 3rd and long?
Got to keep giving ourselves chances, though, Brent, on defense.
Roll out to the right.
That's a hold.
The pass is incomplete as it's dropped by number 13, Nathaniel Davis, about 5 yards downfield. So it'll be 4th down and 9, and the Spartans will be forced to punt.
Pretty good defensive series there. Despite the fact you had to transition off the turnover, you give up a pretty good run play on 1st down, another one for a 1st down, and then even a pretty good completion there. Hillcrest settles in. They're going to get the ball right back.
Jordan Chambers-Smith and Caden Smith await this punt. Here it comes. They're going to let it bounce. It does dangerously at the 45-yard line, almost hits a Hillcrest player. As the Pats number 44, Brooks Folks, was there unaware of where the ball was.
I was just about to say, I thought Brooks actually did a pretty good job of getting out of the way.
Me too.
Because whenever it was initially coming down, I did see Jordan Chambers-Smith, I think, it may have been Caden, who was saying, get away, get away. You know, Peter. And he did a good job kind of avoiding contact with the ball.
All right, so the Pats get the ball back after the turnover down inside their 5-yard line. They'll take over this possession from their own 46. 2:04 remaining in the third, up 24-10.
It is starting to get into that area of the game where you want to try to just put this away.
Yep.
Right.
Don't let them stay in it.
Bryson takes the snap, hands it off over right guard. Here goes Christian Ritchie down inside the 40-yard line down to the 39 as he moves it into Spartan territory. Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
Is it me, or does it feel like a lot of Sparkman guys are cramping? I see number 7 rubbing his leg out like he's about to cramp, and I'm not saying we're not cramping. It just feels like we haven't had as many crampers. What do you guys think? What about you, Ben?
You may be right, Billy.
Brett, your turn.
Let's ask Gary what he thinks.
He's terrible.
Bryson under center, I formation, 39-yard line. The belly G handoff. Christian Ritchie breaks free. The 30, the 26-yard line is where he'll be brought down after a pickup of 13 on the belly G.
That play. Look, if you remember in the first half, I thought Sparkman defended that play really well.
Good call, Brad, on the cramping.
Yeah, they're cramping again. But Sparkman did a really good job defending the belly G, I thought, in this first half. But now, if you'll notice, you've had some outside runs. Bryson with the, he carried it off tackle. There have been some off-tackle runs by some other guys, some outside bubble plays, swing passes. It just kind of ends up opening up the middle of the field. And then Hillcrest now has been a lot better of kind of exploiting that particular spot in the defense.
Christian Ritchie at fullback. Javion Lowe now at tailback. Bryson under center. Javion Lowe will get this when a flag comes in.
What is that play?
Pitch out around left. He's out of bounds after a gain of about a yard.
This guy's not shift. Who else was moving?
Don't know.
Did somebody, you can't replay it?
No.
Dang, how come you replay 72 times? And the ones I want, you can't do it.
Okay, you can't complain about too many replays and then ask for them constantly.
I'm saying, though, you replay 54 times and I want one.
No, we have not been doing that as much tonight.
Oh, well, then
let me explain. Let me explain to you how the replay works, okay?
Yes.
You have to take it immediately. You can't just go back and take it from wherever you want.
I get that.
The system is not complex enough for that. It has to be taken immediately because it goes back 10 seconds from wherever you tell it to replay.
Well, Lord knows we can't handle the complexity.
So you can't complain about too many replays and then complain when we don't do
I
enough.
can have my cake and eat it too.
We do a lot of replays.
You hear that, Scott Suttles? No, I'm just kidding. Scott stopped me in the break room today. He's like, I don't want to be that guy. But so many replays, we don't need quite so many.
Well, you know what?
So I took his advice and
we've been telling you that for years.
Here's Bryson on the quarterback draw.
Hold on the ball.
Breaks through inside the 20 down to the 19 inside the Centel home design red zone.
That may be
it will be third down and about 2, and that's probably the last play of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Hillcrest up 24-10. We're back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired students from the summer job fair.
If you are not involved in Ignite, you should be involved in Ignite. It will be the best decision that you will make for your company in the hiring process.
It's an opportunity to grow your own workforce, to mentor young people. You can help give back to the community by helping students engage in a productive activity.
All right, back at Sparkman Senator Stadium, We're about ready to start the fourth quarter of action. Hillcrest up by 2 scores, 24-10, and threatening once again. 2nd down and 2 from the 19-yard line of the Senators. Last time they got inside the 5, fumbled 1st and 1.
Yeah.
Fumbled.
You know, Brent, that quarter we had 2 turnovers, one almost in our own end zone, one in almost the Sparkman end zone, and yet we're driving and we extended our lead.
Right.
So that's all in all, that's a pretty good quarter for us, despite 2 pretty huge mistakes.
8-3.
8-3. Exactly
8-3 in the
right.
third.
Exactly right.
I will say, I thought this was a really good response of a drive.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially, you know, they had the really good success on the drive. They did score a touchdown. They had really good success on the drive where they had the turnover.
Right.
And then they've gotten the ball back, and they are having good success again.
And not letting
just having
miscues
success.
affect them when we do have opportunities.
Yeah. It's been pretty good. The second half offensive scheme, I've really been impressed.
And honestly, a lot of these kids, you know, I realize they get in games sometimes, but this is their first meaningful action in high school.
Yeah. We didn't talk about Jalen Cook a lot last week. We certainly
He
talked
made
about him
one
more
catch
this week.
last week.
Yeah.
One catch. Had a great game here tonight. Toss sweep to Jacoby Harris. Whistles, though.
Why is the whistle blown? It was a false start?
Maybe so.
It felt like a late flag for a false start, didn't it?
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I didn't catch it if it's a false start or offsides. It's one of the two.
Looks like he might be wanting to move it towards Sparkman.
Dead ball. False start.
False start.
One of our friends is complaining about the lady below us yelling.
Come on, defense.
No, she's like, whatever she's yelling, I really haven't paid attention.
She's been yelling for the defense.
I know it.
All right, so here we go. 2nd down and 7. Now Bryson being pressured, blindsided, and sacked back at the 32-yard line. Bryson did not see that one coming at all.
That's tough.
That is the blind side.
Yeah, no doubt. Good news is Bryson hung on to the ball.
No doubt.
It does present a 3rd and long, but I'll take a 3rd and long with the ball as opposed to a turnover.
And you've got to figure here, probably 4-down territory too, Brad.
Well, right, sitting here at the 31-yard line, absolutely.
You got to think Jamie's thinking,
well, pick up 6 or 7 here, and then,
right.
And then even if you get 6 or 7, you might even consider a field goal.
Right.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Last time out of the half.
All right, so with this timeout, we have one more break left, right? Okay, let's take a break here. 24-10 Patriots. This is the Hillcrest football broadcast.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house designed Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember that a lot of the finances were now not on my parents but on me. I remember telling my teller this, and she had such amazing advice to set up 2 savings accounts. One could be used solely to build up, and then the other could be used for emergencies. And I still have both of those accounts to this day. The Alabama Credit Union employees really have your back and are willing to do everything in order to give you great service.
All right, we're back. Hillcrest 3rd and 14 after the sack of Bryson Kimbrough. Bryson in shotgun, and it's a quarterback sneak right up the gut. Bryson with some good yardage here, fighting for more down to the 21-yard line. He's picked up about 10 yards, and that'll make it 4th down and reasonable, 4th and about 3.
And now you have a decision. I know, this is an interesting decision.
We'll call it 4th and 5. They marked him a little bit shorter than
Here comes the field goal unit.
I didn't think that was a great spot, Brent.
I agree, Brian. But here comes Hudson Hall and the field goal unit.
This is about his range. This is probably about the, I don't know.
I love this.
This will be a 37-yard attempt.
He's got a little more leg than that. Right.
Come on, Hudson. Knock it through, big
All
fella.
right, Hudson with the Dr. Brandy Patterson field goal attempt. The snap, the placement, the kick. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. No good. Just short and off to the left.
The good news is we will gain 2 yards on the ball.
Good.
It'll go to the 20.
That's a positive.
You know what? Hudson probably had to reach down and try to really come after that one, which is why the ball came off a little squirrely. If he doesn't have to kick it quite as hard as he can, then he's a much more truer kicker of the ball.
Right.
By the way, he's a great student. I'm just saying. I just wanted you to know.
Good student.
He's a fantastic kid.
Good, as a lot of these kids are.
He's a fantastic kid.
Anything they do on anything they do on the field is not any indication of how good of kids they are.
My wife teaches Hudson Hall English.
Right.
And she thinks he's a fantastic student.
Quite the English student, huh?
Keaton Williams calls the signals, drops back, being pressured, slings it out here to the left side, complete. Not much of a gain, though, only about a yard or two after the completion. We'll give him 3, make it 2nd down and 7.
On the completion, brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, I was hoping that clock would crank.
Me too.
Because
he went out of bounds, I think.
It's 9:40.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously I want to win the game, but I want to go home.
Me too.
You guys can sleep on the bus. I don't have that luxury.
I bet we don't sleep on the bus.
Oh. Here's a completion over on the left side, 40, 45, 50, 45, all the way down to the Hillcrest 37-yard line. They're actually going to mark him at the 35.
It's a really good play. I like the design, too.
It's Nathaniel Davis. Nice fake. Got Hillcrest going the wrong way, going to the right, and they threw it back to the left.
It wasn't technically a screenplay, but it kind of shaped up as one.
Yeah, we got a Senator down here.
No, that's a Hillcrest.
That is
kid.
a Patriot down.
That is a Patriot.
Can't see the number, though. He's way back at the 14-yard line.
It's
Tavion Lowe again.
Tavion Johnson.
I mean, Tavion Johnson, Lowe.
It's fine.
Javion Lowe, Tavion Johnson.
Working on his lower leg again. Maybe the calf area, hoping it might
maybe
just be
maybe
a
it's
cramp.
a cramp, yeah. Whew, where are those chairs?
Oh, yeah.
Grab me one
While
of
we
these
have a
chairs
second,
here.
let's see if we can get a couple scoreboard
Oh, that's a good
updates.
idea. RSV Design scoreboard update. Good call.
Originally, I did have an ACA Northridge score of 14-7 ACA. However, since that point, Northridge has tied it up 14 apiece.
Also, Coach Hatton providing this. Hoover made a nice comeback. They're up 30-27 right now.
What a game!
Over Spain Park.
Wow.
Honestly, that's got to be really, really close to the end. Because I'd imagine they did not have a lightning delay.
This just in also, ACA and Northridge are going to overtime.
Ooh, wow.
14 apiece.
Big game for both schools.
That's right. Let's see what else we've got here, boys.
Two big rivals there.
That doesn't look like cramping. I hope he's okay.
No, he's walking at least.
Yep. Final, because some scores are final.
Right.
Not
Hewitt
ours.
Trustful, yeah. Hewitt Trustful 42, Gadsden City 14. You said, and I don't have this score. You said Hoover 30-27.
That's what Coach Hatton just texted me a few minutes ago. Yep.
I had 27-19. Obviously, I knew that was not correct. Enterprise starting to pull away a bit from Pike Road, 17-6.
I'm so sorry. Update right now. Spain Park scored to go up 33-30.
Wow. What a game. Muscle Shoals kind of putting it to Florence. 31-13, Muscle Shoals.
One more Hoover Spain Park update in a second.
All right, back to live action. Keaton Williams hands it off over left guard. A crease there, a 13-yard gain, and a pickup, and I believe a face mask will add on to that.
You're exactly right, Brian. It'd be a face mask with a tack on a 15.
Well, not quite 15 because it'll have to be half the distance.
Oh, you're right. You're right, Brent.
But a nice run there.
You guys, you start thinking about this.
Lawson.
Think about the opportunities that Hillcrest has had. It's squandered just a bit. And now we're sitting here with 9:53 to play in the game. Hillcrest up 2 scores. Remember, 10 minutes ago, at least of clock time, we're probably talking about how this was going to be 31-10.
That's right.
Hey guys, what was the slogan for this week? Sleep on the Spartans?
Sleep on the Spartans.
Right, right.
Oh, yes.
Looks like we shouldn't have slept on the Spartans, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was.
They're making this a ball
that
game.
certainly was not the coaching staff's.
That was a student mantra.
All right. Here's a handoff over right guard. Down to the 15. Pickup of about 3, second down and 7.
Tough spot here. Hillcrest is going to have to kind of bow their neck just a little bit. Keep Sparkman off the scoreboard, Brent.
9:23 and counting now. Williams out to his right, delivers a strike, but his receiver is unable to catch it at about the 9-yard line, fortunately for the Pats.
So sorry, quick update. Thank you to Miller Park, who's also listening in. Hoover jumps back ahead, 37-33.
What a game.
I know.
I bet that place is electric.
Yep.
By the way, nearly a really well-thrown ball there by Keaton Williams.
Yeah, it was.
Again, running to his right, throwing to his right with a lefty quarterback, that's really hard to do. It's a big play here, boys, 3rd and long.
Keaton Williams in shotgun. The pass over here to the right side. And flags come in.
That's on him.
Inside the 9-yard line.
It's 4th down.
You can see the dejection on the on the Sparkman player as the flag comes in around him, and it is holding.
Holding.
And obviously, you probably take the penalty here in hopes that you stop them and then make them kick a longer field goal.
And how about we mark it from the spot of the foul this time?
I think it was a 1st down if we didn't take it, I believe.
No, I think it was
close.
just, well, he's really close. He's really close. And then I start thinking about it as I say that. They probably don't kick a field goal anyway. It doesn't do you any good. So 3rd and 15-ish for Sparkman.
That was so obvious that the kid knew that he had held. You could see the body language.
He
just
saw
like,
the yellow flag.
Yeah.
Oh, his head dropped. His shoulders slumped. So after the 10-yard penalty, the ball will be marked at the 25-yard line, making it 3rd and 16. 9:07 remaining in the game. Hillcrest up 24-10, hoping to hold off this Sparkman threat.
A little more prevent look there.
Yeah, for sure. Williams rolls out to his left, delivers the pass too high, and look at this. It's going to be a late hit. No.
Ooh, that was close. I don't disagree with you.
Could have been a late hit called on the sidelines.
What do you do here, guys? You're down 2 scores, 2 touchdowns.
You got to go.
You got to go.
Field goal does you no good.
I don't know. A field goal will cut it to another field goal and a 2-point conversion.
Still makes it a
touchdown,
two-score game.
I will say,
but it's
the
still
other
a 2-score game now.
You're sitting at this would be a 42, 43-yard attempt also.
That's a long field goal.
True.
Yeah, you got to go for this.
Play clock.
The other thing, and here's the thing. You've had success. You get a penalty.
Right.
And, it's not like Hillcrest hasn't committed some penalties in these
Play
situations.
Clock under 5. Here's the snap. Williams back to pass in the pocket. Being pressured. He gets hit in the backfield but escapes. Throws it back across the middle. And it's complete at the 12, but it's short of the 1st down.
Yep.
Good job.
Wow, let's see the replay on that one. But what a scramble by Keaton Williams. Man, he's slippery back there. Gets the completion, but a good job by the Pats' Jamarian Bennett coming up to make the tackle short of the 1st down, so the Pats will take over on downs.
That was a fantastic play defensively.
Is that who's down?
I think so. I just want to make sure. Obviously shaken up on the play after the delivery of the big hit. It did save a 1st down because it was nicely delivered by
that's Jamarian Bennett.
Isn't that hard-hitting game, guy.
It really has
you know?
been.
Jamarian up, sitting up now, obviously in pain.
Great job by our training staff there, led by Rebecca Jones. Certainly appreciate her and all her staff does for not just our football young men, but all our athletes at Hillcrest.
Look, I want to talk just a little bit about the feel of the last two games. So the Florence game, obviously we won 32-20. We're up here 24-10. Both games to me feel like, though, that Hillcrest could be up by more.
Agreed.
It doesn't feel like that Hillcrest has necessarily, and at times we have put our best foot forward, but we've also seemed to be committing just enough mistakes to keep the other team in it.
Yep.
And the funny thing is, last year you get away with that. But this year, you're playing 7A teams, a little bit better athletes, a little bit more athletes, and you're probably not getting away with that as much as you did last year with the breaks.
Sorry, I think in addition, it's a lot of just the newness of it. You know, that a lot of these kids, they're fantastic athletes, whether it be playing at a lower classification and they moved here, or possibly they're just underclassmen. Now it's their time. And it takes a little while.
It's taking time to gel as a team.
Sure it is.
You can see sparks of brilliance, but also it's just very herky-jerky and inconsistent.
The inconsistency is what it is. And I think that has to do with the timing of the year. I agree. It's early.
And the newness of these players
But
playing
I do
together.
like what I see. I will say that.
I do
yeah.
I do too.
I like the sparks a lot. Bryson under center. Jacoby Harris will take the pitch out. He cuts it upfield. He moves it to the 11-yard line, only a pickup of about a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offensive line, I think we've probably knocked them a bit. But at the same time, they're pretty athletic. They do a really good job moving, kind of moving the pocket or moving the protection, moving the blocking scheme to try to help, toss sweeps. And I don't want to knock them too much. I think they've done a pretty good job tonight.
Bryson in shotgun. Hard count, tries to pull Sparkman off sides.
Little clock management also, guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Clock under 5. Bryson now under center. Handoff to Christian Ritchie over right guard. He crosses the 20 down to the 23-yard line. That's a Stephen Fikes All-State first down on the pickup of 12.
Nice play. That has really developed into a bread and butter in the second half. First half, it wasn't really there. We talked a little bit about how it developed, but this fourth quarter, that seems to be, maybe a nail in the coffin, potentially. Obviously, there's a lot of time left, guys. 7.5, and Sparkman with all 3 timeouts, which elongates that, which is good news for you and the viewers.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bryson under center, I formation as the Pats attempt to salt the clock away. Here's a pitch out to Jacoby Harris. Spins, crosses the 30, gets down to the 33-yard line, a pickup of 10, and I believe he's got enough for the first down. Yes, he does.
Joker is tough. I guess
he's 14.
Well,
14.
I think the thing is, I think about Christian Ritchie is running tough. He looks really good. Javion Lowe has done a really good job running the ball tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked, I don't think. It's just that the fact that this kid's a freshman.
Yeah,
they're all so young.
Freshman, sophomore,
junior. And I couldn't be more excited about that backfield. Wow.
Here's the I formation looking to salt it away a little bit more, and the handoff to Christian Ritchie. Once again, Christian spins his way through, gets a quick 11, another Stephen Fikes All-State first down, and guys, that D-line is tired.
I'm telling you, I was just about to say, they are wearing them down. The athletic plays that those guys are having to kind of defend.
Correct.
It's not just straight running. The straight running can really pound you in the face, right? But then all of a sudden you're expecting a straight run, and then they do a toss sweep, and these guys start pulling and kicking, and you're like, oh, man, I got to chase that guy down. Really tough. That's kind of a credit to the offensive line, and also it has a lot to do with why we see that Sparkman team cramping more.
And Hillcrest definitely milking the clock.
No doubt.
Taking the play clock under 5 for each one of these plays. We're down to 5:49 remaining in this game. Here's the handoff. The belly G to Christian Ritchie. Christian pounds it up the middle, picks up a quick 6, and it'll be 2nd and 4.
Maybe a timeout. Nope.
I feel like this is a heat timeout.
That's a heat timeout.
Yep. Good. I'm glad.
Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take our last break and not take a break at the end of the game.
90-second post-game.
So we'll take a break right here. 5:40 remaining in the ball game. Hillcrest up 24-10. Back after this on the Hillcrest football broadcast.
Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week, or shop online anytime at bamastuff.com. Nice students and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house design Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard, in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week, or shop online anytime at bamastuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
So when I finally got into college, I remember.
Use it.
All right, we're back. Play clock under 10, clock rolling at 5:23, 2nd and 4 for the Pats. Bryson under center. The snap, the belly G, Jacoby Harris. This time he's got the first down and more, and he is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, and no, he's caught from behind at the 6-yard line. Wow, these running backs tonight, these young running backs, guys, we may have to do a co-MVP.
I know, I was just about to say.
Oh, sorry, P, I don't have you.
Oh, heck, I'm so tired, I didn't even know.
Coach P said we may have to revisit. We had a discussion off the air about who we thought the players of the game would be. We want to go ahead and have that ready. Obviously, there's still 5 minutes left, and somebody named Jacoby Harris.
No, Christian Ritchie.
Jacoby Harris is saying I got something to say about that.
Right.
Also, is that a grill?
Right, so first and goal in the Centel home design red zone.
Somebody's smoking something.
Taking it back to 2017.
Woo. Is it 420?
Oh.
Flags.
Taking it back to 2017. Yeah, but
that was at Bryant.
Okay, but in 2017 it was sausage. Tonight that smell is not smoked sausage. Man,
I feel like you've been in education for almost 25 years.
Listen.
Is that on us, guys?
Yeah, you know that aroma is what you're saying.
Definitely a familiar smell.
Go to New York on the streets. That's all you smell.
I believe it. I'll take your word for it.
I remember my freshman year at Tennessee. I'd never smelled that before. And I was like, what is that? Terrible.
Okay, still 1st and goal after the 5-yard penalty against the Pats for a false start. Line of scrimmage, the 9-yard line. The toss sweep to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby breaks a tackle in the backfield and scoots his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots, as they extend the lead to 30-10.
Huge. You missed. We want a high five. We all want to high five on a touchdown.
Okay. Sorry, I know.
Hey,
this score right now, 30-10 pending extra point. Looks like a blowout. You read this on AL.com, Tuscaloosa News, wherever tomorrow. You think, that was, ho-hum, whatever.
Yeah.
Far from that, though.
You know what? I'm going to say I have to disagree with you.
Okay.
I'd say it's pretty indicative of how this game has gone because we've had some bad breaks that have kept us
Nonetheless,
from extending the score.
8 minutes game time, they were threatening to cut it to a one-score game.
That's true.
That's true, but they shouldn't have been.
With the 30, that's good.
Hudson Hall with the Dr. Brandy Patterson field goal extra point attempt is good, 31-10. As the scorekeepers here are resistant to give us this touchdown.
The play that I thought.
There we go.
The reason why I am I'm inclined to agree with Brant on this is because of the almost score when we fumbled.
Oh, yeah.
And it was sitting at 24-10. We walk into the end zone there, but we fumbled.
But we fumbled. Spain Park had the ball. Spain Park. Golly, you got me
We've
saying
said
it.
Yes.
All right.
Good job, Bob.
Sparkman, thank you, Ben. Anyway, no matter which way you look at it, fantastic result for Hillcrest if we can make it through this last 4.5 minutes.
Hey, I want to point out some good news right here. Jamarian Bennett back on the field on the kickoff team.
Good.
We're going to need him next week.
Shaken up.
By the way, the new score of the Hoover Spain Park game, Hoover must have had some pick sixes or something. Currently, the Bucks now lead the Jags 50-33.
Wow.
Yeah. Like all of a sudden,
Goodness.
I mean, that game was not that many points, it didn't feel like.
Spain Park was up 33-10 with 3.5 left.
Really?
Not in the game.
In the game.
3.5 left in the game. They were up 33-10.
I mean, according to the text I'm getting.
Oh my gosh, that's
I bet
unreal.
it was in the third quarter.
Maybe it was in the third.
Whatever the case is, 33-10, and now it's 50-33.
Miller said,
golly.
Hoover down 3 with 3 minutes left.
Got to say that was not Hudson Hall's best kickoff.
Yeah,
as he was going for the little pooch kick, but he kicked it out of bounds.
I will say tonight has not been his best night.
That was a double fault on the Hillcrest tennis kickoff.
No doubt.
God, we know those well.
Yeah, Coach Mitchell's letting him hear about it a little bit over there. I'm sure Hudson is not happy himself. But, sometimes that's the funny thing about sports. I know that I've messed up. It's like, but I'm going to tell you, but your coach is going to tell you about it anyway.
They're going to hear about it again in film on Monday.
Well, you wouldn't worry so much about messing up if you didn't know there were consequences.
I tell you, you know what? That's correct. But, you got a certain amount of give a crap to your teammates, too. So.
Right.
You mean who Sparkman has next week?
No, I meant to look that up, and I didn't.
Here's a pass complete over to the left side. He stays inbounds.
Yes.
Pickup of about 5 to the 41.
Coach B's like, let him have 20 as long as the clock runs.
Right, no kidding. So I'm thinking I'll get home around 1. Yeah.
I think that may be ambitious.
I do too.
Pass out here to the right side. He catches it. His knee was on the ground when he caught it. Let's play that replay and take a look at that.
Sorry, Scott. We love you, Scott.
This is a replay, Scott. All right.
Oh, he's down.
His knee was down. They just absolutely missed that. Yep.
Here's another.
Oh, man.
Scott might say that's a valid replay.
Just messing. Oh, Lord. Please, just do it.
Come on, buddy.
Just carry him on. Is he okay?
We do want him to be okay.
Obviously, I want him to be okay.
Right. Clock stopped with 3:46 remaining
in
this game. Hillcrest up 31-10.
Is this not remarkably? All of the Sparkman fans remain in the seats. I mean, 95% are still here. Heck, some are still even walking back from the concession stand.
Here's a keeper, actually a pitch out to Jabari Davis. He picks up the first down, and he gets out of bounds and stops the clock at about the 50-yard line.
I've been really proud of the way this defense has played with a lot of energy.
A lot of effort. We were down 7-0, and Brent, you made a good point of it. You were not too worried about that initial touchdown from Sparkman. You're talking about kind of, I don't want to say luck, but pretty fortunate for them. And
it's backyard football.
And then they've only put up 3 points in the remaining 3.5 quarters.
And those 3 points came after Hillcrest turned it over on
inside their own
kickoff.
5.
Yeah.
You're right.
What down is it?
It is third and short.
Yeah, we missed the call on the last couple of plays. After a couple of short runs, it's 3rd and 3, 2:55 remaining in the game.
What time did we get done last week? 10:15?
I think it was like 12:30 a.m.
That's what time I got home.
It was Saturday when we got home, yeah.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of urgency here. Of course, it is that we are up 3 scores.
There is with me. Come on! That's terrible, Gary. The snap to Keaton Williams. He decides to scramble and keep this one, and he avoids.
Well, he made a business decision.
Yeah, he made a business avoiding being hit by Zay Hall. He takes a slide. Yep. I think I would have done the same thing.
For those of you who don't know, the Gary reference was from last week's game.
Anybody who watches our broadcast knows
if you
about
haven't
the Gary
seen it, holy cow, the 50-33 score
Get that
was
RSV
wrong.
Design scoreboard update, Pete.
Miller Park just texted me and said, correction, Spain Park beat Hoover 39-37.
So the 50-33 score that I had on Max Preps was just totally inaccurate.
Unless they subtracted points.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they must have.
Keaton Williams back to pass, slings it across the middle, complete. It's a first down to about the 33-yard line.
So that means we get 0-2 Hoover next.
Wow.
No, they won last
Hoover won.
week.
They
beat Western Florida.
15-14.
Yeah, they beat Western Florida. Yeah.
I thought it was 15-14, yeah. But that was against what, in Miami, right?
Yeah, Western Florida. Yep.
On ESPN, yeah?
Was it?
Was it? I think it was.
I'll give it, yep.
Ocho.
Okay, Keaton Williams back to pass, being pressured. He scrambles free. Slings it back across the middle, complete.
Good hit. Good hit.
Down at the 25-yard line. We're down to 119 and counting.
DJ Jones nicely delivered blow there from the defensive secondary position.
And the Senators not using their timeouts.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So they're not, I'm not going to say filibuster again. Oh, I just did. They're not filibustering anymore. Keaton Williams, who has to be tired, rolls to his right.
He's
slings
not
to
the
his
only
left.
one.
He's been running around like crazy back there, though. 56 seconds remaining.
If we stay on the air much longer, I may cramp.
I was about to say, he may have been running around back there, but I'm 30 years older and I was teaching all day.
I had to do weapons detection this morning. You know what?
Brad was doing referrals as we walked out the door 12 hours ago.
That's exactly right. Oh, man.
The delirium portion of the broadcast has begun.
Oh, you get Wednesday detention. You get Wednesday detention.
Everybody gets a look under your seat. You'll see the
class
detention
on
slip.
time.
That was a personal foul on them. That's all I know.
Oh. It was interesting, wasn't that? That was called in play.
Hey, guys.
You know?
Did y'all bring the generator?
Nope.
No.
Thank God.
We did not. We were going to, and then when you told us about the play, I was like, man, that's a lot of stuff to carry. I ain't carrying that.
Here's a handoff to Davis.
Tackle
nice pickup
him.
of about 10, but it's pretty moot at this point.
I'd like to keep. I will say I'd like to keep him out of the end zone.
They got to run one more play, guys.
That
Slight
may be
difference between the play. Play clock is about 2 seconds ahead of the game clock.
Well, they're going to pass it, so if it's incomplete, it'll stop.
Oh,
I usually don't root for the opposing team to complete a pass, but actually he'll have to run it as he scrambles, picks up the first down, goes out of bounds at about the 20, stopping the clock with 20.5 seconds left.
What a play.
Jeremiah Beverly got a little cut block over there. He was shaken up maybe a bit. I don't know, maybe he got his feelings hurt, but he finally got up. I think he got hurt a little bit. I think he was shaken up by the play. You know, he's usually got a pretty high motor. And then the quarterback came at him. He was able to kind of muster up some energy. But the quarterback, Keaton Williams, was able to pick up a first down.
All right, Williams in shotgun once again. Slings this one down to the right side, and it's picked off by the Patriots at the 2-yard line.
Yes.
Great job there by the Pats, number 23,
man.
Jay Leatherwood.
Hey, let's
Jay.
go up, Jay.
Yes, I agree.
So now it will be victory formation for the Pats, and this one will be history.
Take it,
Brent. That's got the picks on it.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Let's start doing it.
Yep, I agree.
I'm trying.
So the player of the games are.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go ahead and call it, guys.
What do you want to start with, Brent? Offense?
Offensive?
Offense, you know, after the touchdown, I'm kind of leaning toward Jacoby Harris.
Okay, let's do it.
Wait a minute,
Jacoby.
I thought we were going to say.
Well,
we were going to say Co. I don't know. I thought they were both really good.
I guess we'll have. Yeah, we'll have to do Co.
Do we want to do Co?
We don't have to. We don't have to.
Let's say. Oh, I don't care.
You don't want to?
No, I mean I'm just saying week 2. Both of them will probably get some love later in the season.
You're right.
With a touchdown scored, let's give it to Jacoby
Harris.
And this is Walk-Ons and Award Companies of America, right?
Walk-Ons and Award Company of America players of the game.
Yes. And then defensive player of the game, I think we said middle linebacker number 1, Zay Hall. I thought he was all over the place. Made a lot of really good plays.
And that's the ball game, folks. As the time expires, your final score: Hillcrest 31. Sparkman 10. We're not even going to look at the stats. We're not going to do any more scores. We got one more player of the game to give, then we're breaking this thing down.
Let's do it. The special teams play of the game?
And listen, plenty of special teams errors. I did not see too many. I thought our snapper went relatively unnoticed. great job by
Callan
Cozon.
Callan Cozon.
I think he's done a good job, often very unsung.
That's exactly right.
There you go.
Yep.
We're done. Next week, back at Roy Johnson Stadium against the Hoorah Bucks.
The 1-1 Buccaneers.
Yep. Wow. Against your 2-0 Pats.
31-10 your final. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Go, Pat.